Wednesday, March 9th, 2022. The sea of the internet is roiling with rage. It burns from the inside out, begging for relief, for respite. I place myself before my camera and microphone. The Zoom meeting with my brothers, both in blood and in arms, await me on standby. I see no alternative. I see no relief. All we have to do is speak the truth. But there are those who fear the truth. So they rightfully should fear me.
We are vengeance. We are the night. We saw Batman.
Yeah.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen.
We totally did.
There we go, folks. Welcome, everybody, one and all, friends and pals, guys and gals, boys, girls around the world, whether you're a fan or you're a fiend, boy, girl, or in between. Welcome to the uncensored, uncompromising interview review podcast of the Ravens Flock. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Black Files. I'm your host, Juan Arauz, one of the heads of the Ravens Flock, and joining me tonight, taking the piss out of my dramatic reading, which I had no screen or nothing on, so these guys were over here getting excited for fucking nobody on screen, and nobody was there, are my partners in crime. Joining me are Jose Casabona, founder of the Ravens Flock, host of Wrestle Rewind. Jose, say hello.
Why, hello there. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm totally, completely the opposite of what you were going with, Juan.
You fucking tore the piss out of all of it. Jose. And joining us as well is the living it of the Ravens Flock, host of Los Amigos Play. He continues to say that it's a subsidiary of the Ravens Flock. No, brother, you're not a subsidiary. It's the Let's Play show of the Ravens Flock. You're a part of it, Mr. Angel Mendez.
Yeah, Angel, get subsidiary
Do
out
you
of your
feel like vengeance?
What the
Because I
fuck?
do.
What's with this vocoder bullshit, dude?
Do you feel my harmonic chords?
Okay, that
sounded like
I
something
bought a
that
voice
came out of
changer. I
Suicide
am never going to leave you alone now.
That sounded like it came out of Suicide Squad.
Thankfully, no. We are not going into that level of cheerfulness for comic books. We're going into a darker, deeper, cheesier, and overall far more ominous place.
Yep, and as you can tell, folks, Angel is over here having the time of his life. He's playing with voice sound effects for kicks and giggles. I'm over here trying to do a dramatic reading for the beginning of the show. But let's just go ahead and let's get this party started. Of course, folks, as you know, as you can tell from the blessed title, we are discussing in full-on regalia, full spoilers. We're going to be discussing The Batman, directed by Matt Reeves, starring Robert Pattinson, starring
Now, normally,
Zoe Kravitz.
we spoke about this previously, but we tried to keep it to no spoilers for those who haven't seen it yet. And admittedly, normally here in the Black Files, we speak of more serious, deeper matters that we normally don't use in our more humorous main podcast. But the Batman is so good that it's getting basically a double feature: the spoiler-free and the spoiler-full.
Spoilerific.
Actually, Angel, I would have to disagree with you because remember, Juan does announce this show, the Black Files, as an interview and review podcast. So technically, we are reviewing a movie, so we are keeping within the element.
You are in fact correct. Not only are we reviewing a movie, we're doing a full spoiler review. We haven't done one of those since John Wick 3. And yes, I went back. I looked it up. We did review that movie. We loved it.
We did. Well, of course we loved it. It's John Wick Chapter 3. How the hell would we not love it?
We lost our goddamn minds when the shotguns came out.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Hey guys, remember back in the years ago when we used to do a 2-week spoiler rule thingy? Yeah.
Fuck that noise. Fuck that noise. You're not my daddy. You can't tell me what to do. Folks,
the noise is indeed fucked. Just like the average city in Gotham.
Folks, I want to go ahead and get in on this as we were going ahead and getting started on the show. I want to just go give folks one more time. This is an interview review podcast. It's uncensored. It's uncompromised. We will speak the truth. We will not hold back. And you better believe your sorry, sappy, crazy ass that we're going to go ahead and spoil the shit out of this movie. We don't have any filter. We have no barriers on this. So spoiler warning. I'm flashing spoiler warning at the screen right now. You are being warned. The title of this video warns you. Everything we say will be about the movie, plot and all. We're going to discuss it with no fucking filter. Anything we say that's of our own opinion, that's ours. You don't have to like it or agree with it. Just fucking whatever. And
no, Juan, the sign's not big enough. Angel, we need to get on the phone and charter a blimp.
Oh, Christ. Okay, fine. But if it crashes down, I am getting my security deposit back.
What security deposit?
There has to be one.
Okay, you're saying that it wasn't big enough as a? Here, I went ahead and made it bigger for you. What do you think of this? This spoiler freaking warning. Look at that.
There. Nice
it's
and
pretty
heavy.
damn big. You would have to be blind or stupid or cross-eyed to miss that.
Oh, the average Twitter user.
Exactly. And folks, don't forget, we do simulcast this podcast every single week, every single Wednesday night, live at 10:30 p.m., simulcasting both on youtube.com/Ravensflock and twitch.tv/Ravensflock online. Remember to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell right down here. And remember to check us out. Remember to subscribe to us. Spread the word of the Ravens Flock. Let people know what they're in for. Let people know that you're interested in the Ravens Flock and show some love. Show us some what do you call it? Show us some support over here. I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to start getting into this. As I stated, this film, The Batman, is a 2022 American superhero film based on the DC Comics character Batman, directed by Matt Reeves, starring Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne, the Dark Knight himself, Batman, Zoe Kravitz as Selena Kyle, Catwoman, Paul Dano is portraying Edward Nashton, not Edward Nigma. I don't know why they changed the name, as the Riddler.
Most likely they felt it was too on the nose. They wanted to mess with us a little bit, maybe throw us off a car charge.
Probably. I'm not sure about that. Jeffrey
I'm just
Wright.
judging here.
Jeffrey Wright as Lieutenant Jim Gordon. Now, he's not Commissioner Gordon yet. He's just Lieutenant. Let's see here. We've also got Colin freaking Farrell as Oswald Cobblepot, the Penguin, the gentleman thief of crime.
Which is still fucking amazing to me because they did the makeup and the effects on him so goddamn well.
I'm genuinely amazed even now.
All right, we also have Andy Serkis as Alfred Pennyworth, and John Turturro as Carmine Falcone. All these different players, all these different characters sprawl out and have their own moments to shine in this film, which runs, I shit you not, at 176 minutes. That's 2 hours, 56 minutes long, end to end. You just changed your profile pic. You're no longer Junk Synchron. You're now yourself.
I am me. My little brother drew this picture for me, and I will not change it from my Twitter until the day I die, or he makes me a better one.
True. I'm
just
still.
wait. Angel will make himself into like a 3D or CG and avatar or something.
Soon.
I'm guessing it's just an artistic or a stylistic choice on his end, but he made your eyes gray, silver gray, rather than brown.
They always been black, but he wanted to go for JoJo style, and he wanted to make my expression more, well, expressive.
Yeah. No, okay, I understand that much. Well, I figured I'd check that out because that just struck a nerve with me here. Putting it simply, this is Batman's craziest week in his second year as the Caped Crusader. It spans from Halloween night, October 31st, all the way through to the night after Election Day, November 5th.
Before we get into
the morning after November 6th is what I meant. Sorry, go ahead.
Juancho, I hate to interrupt, but before we get into that, I do want to share a little bit of details regarding the movie. Like, it's still early on, but according to a news article from Independent, after 4 days of the movie's release, including previews, Matt Reeves' take on the Caped Crusader is estimated to have amassed box office takings of $128.5 million. They ranking it as the 5th biggest ever March opening behind Beauty and the Beast, Batman vs. Superman, Captain Marvel, and The Hunger Games.
You may want to update that, Jose. When did you get that information, or rather, when is that dated?
Yesterday.
Check again.
Damn. It just happened.
According
Jesus.
to the website, The Numbers over here, it's actually already estimated to have reached, I kid you not, oh my God. Yeah,
I'm pulling it up now.
Domestic box office is showing $155,605,394. International, $123,512,065 for a worldwide box office gross total so far of $279,117,459.
Holy shit. Okay, I take back what I said. Damn, those are some big numbers.
Yeah.
Making more money than God. I mean, let's be honest. It's Batman. We expected it to sell, but let's not lie to ourselves. The moment that the movie was announced and when its main actor was announced, the first response was doubt. Because unfortunately, despite many years and proving many times that Robert Pattinson is a great actor, the sparkling shadow of Edward Cullen drags nipping at his heels. So it seems like the man decided that it was time to step up and remind everybody just what he could do, just in case that the lighthouse wasn't good enough. Though, to be fair, it's kind of hard to flex your acting skills when you got Willem Dafoe screaming about lobster 3 feet away from you. You know, he's like the Wolverine of cinema. He just overshadows every scene he's in. He can't help it.
You're not wrong over here. Like he was in the freaking lighthouse, for Christ's sake. It was fucking terrifying. The last big film that he was in was Christopher Nolan's film Tenet, which
that's right. Was that the one with all the time rewinding and right? I haven't seen that one yet. I gotta get around that sometime.
Same here. What the hell? We know that we hear it's good and all that stuff because it's Christopher Nolan, for Christ's sake. The guy's a freaking genius. But at the same time, it's like, why haven't we watched this yet? What the fuck? Are we weird in the head or what's up? You guys are at a fucking loss for words.
We just didn't watch Twilight. That's all.
No, not Twilight. I'm talking about Tenet.
Oh yeah, no. I just didn't have the chance to watch it. I heard good things about it. It's just something I haven't been able to sit down. I can't trust critics when it comes to criticizing movies, and I can't trust fans either when it comes to criticizing the movies. All I can do is watch it on my own and make my own decisions, and I just haven't had the time to sit down and there and watch it. And wait a second, was Tenet overshadowed by another film that came out around that time? Something from Marvel, I think.
Off the top of my head, what came out in 2020 September? I think that was Spider-Man No Way Home.
There we go.
Spider-Man Far From Home, I mean.
Well, there you go. That's the reason most people didn't talk about it. Spider-Man, literally the most sold hero in the world, kind of blew everybody away.
Bad. That was 2019. This guy's 2020. Yeah, no, wow.
Oh.
What the hell came out in 2020?
Damn. Time, it flies and slips away.
Okay, I'm actually doing live research right now. Let me see here. There was Tenet, The Devil All the Time, Greenland, Alone. There was the New Mutants. That was development hell.
I have not heard of any of these.
The New Mutants. You never heard of the New Mutants?
I think I may have glimpsed the preview, but I don't really. I kind of forgot about them the second they mentioned them.
I've heard of him, unfortunately.
They were there, and then they were not.
And then they were not.
Yeah.
Something must have come out, because I heard people talk about Tenet, and I saw a really cool clip showing how they animated some scenes with practical effects, which was really interesting. But then it just sort of slipped my mind. Kind of came and went,
That is bizarre, isn't it? What the fuck?
Well, maybe the movie retroactively erased itself from existence, just like the themes of the movie itself.
Wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. Yep. So
alas. But getting back on track, though, the important part is that Robert Pattinson has done what many, many actors do when they take a role that defines their career. They try to find another one to define their career. And in his case, I'm happy to say that he succeeded. I think we can all agree, no matter how different our opinions may be of certain aspects of the film, that his portrayal of Batman was pretty damn good.
It was pretty damn good.
Really good, man. There's no argument there.
In order to, you have to have some measure of talent to be able to hold your own when you've got Willem Dafoe screaming at you about fucking mermaids. So obviously him running around in a giant bat costume, beating the shit out of people, that's where people were kind of freaking out. Now, one thing that was exceptionally surprising, the original release of the first view of Robert Pattinson in the Batman costume, and we saw the emblem, and it looked brutally insane. It looked so fucking wild. Everyone, and ourselves included, mistakenly thought that the bat emblem was hammered out from the gun used that shot down Thomas and Martha Wayne.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that felt a little too contrived. Bro,
that felt very Snyderish.
Yeah, it feels like 10 years. How are you going to even find that gun
20.
in an evidence room in the police in Gotham? That gun is in a dumpster somewhere.
Pretty sure it was 20 years on there, but what do you call it?
Yep.
Yeah, no, but
that being said, though. Sorry.
I was going to say, putting it simply, we find out in the almost close to the end of the movie. If you notice, it was very close to the end.
Yeah.
Though the bat emblem is not, in fact, a disassembled piece of the gun that shot down the Waynes, but it is in fact two freaking bladed weapons that are hermetically magnetically attached to his chest armor.
It's an emergency knife.
Exactly.
It's a cutting tool. It's a box car.
They're box.
Oh my god.
Oh god, you're right.
Listen, what if he gets an Amazon package while he's beating the shit out of thugs? Okay, this is important.
Yeah, no, I mean, come on. Do you have any idea how much of a pain in the ass it is to try to get with Amazon Prime packaging? I mean, the tape with the little,
course. I mean, they're fast, but trying to go to that tape is ridiculous.
It's a pain in the ass. All right, so putting it simply, this is the first serious detective style tale of Batman that we've had, being the world's greatest detective, quote unquote. And even then, he's not even the greatest, because this very much is billed as sort of a Batman Year 2 story. He's already been Batmaning. He's been Batmaning pretty hard, and he's been having an impact in the city of Gotham.
Now, I gotta say this. I gotta give credits to the cinematographer for the. I want to say brilliance, because it felt pretty brilliant. the very start of the movie, you notice like there's no fanfare. The beginning just goes, poof, the Batman. It's just right there on the screen. And it just cuts to the first murder of the movie, introducing also the bad guy. And we see just, I feel like that starting scene says a lot about the film, right down to how the bad guy sneaks into the guy's house. But the actual murder act itself is incredibly clumsy. You notice that? There is no art. There is no finesse. He just jumps on the guy and starts wailing with the maniacal fury of like an insane man. So we see somebody who is good enough to sneak into your house, but he's not good enough to kill you cleanly. And then I keep gushing about that scene because I love it so much. But that moment when the city pans into the night and we hear Pattinson narrating over how he's been doing this for 2 years and how they look for him in the darkness, but he is the darkness. It's the kind of cheesy, dumb shit you see in a comic book, but he says it so well, it fits. And that moment when they turn on the bat signal and you see criminals all over the city looking to the dark, and the dark moves close to the center shot of the camera, so it looks like it's spreading outward and eating everything around it. And you see every to-be crook, thief, and cabron around the streets just fucking cut it and run because the fear that he's inflicted in the criminal populace is so great that they are literally looking into the dark corners hoping that he's not there. That is establishment. That is so cool. I will never get over how cool that scene is.
Have a better chance at winning the Powerball than run into him.
Wrong movie, Jose.
Of course. That does make it cooler when we go to the part where we see the growing gang of, what were they, clowns, mimes? They had the makeup, but I couldn't tell. Insane Clown Posse, maybe?
No. Insane Clown Posse's for the kids.
You know what? Good point. And you can tell these guys don't know how things roll in Gotham. They're talking shit in public, very clearly being nuisances of themselves, no discretion. And they want to start, building the rep by attacking some poor innocent civilian that just got off the train. And they don't know what's going on. You can tell these guys are new because you hear the bootsteps. And you're going to get used to that sound of footsteps. And he slowly saunters out of the dark. And you can tell this man is a ticking time bomb about to go off. He's dangerous. This is an unstable individual in heavy armor. And unfortunately, Doc Walker fell into some really hard times when he moved to Gotham and he decided to turn to a life of crime. Unfortunately for him, Pattinson loved the wall. And he decided to do a proper counter-argument by throwing the man into the ground and turning his face into mashed potatoes.
Holy shit!
That was pretty good. That entire short scene is establishment of this character. He's so scary that thugs live in fear on him, and he's so terrifying that the average civilian begs to not be hurt because they have no idea who this insane man dressed like a bat has been doing for the last 2 years. They don't know anything about him. It's great. It's a perfect establishment.
Like the first words out of him verbally on there. And and the whole time that you see him, like you see shots of Gotham. It's Halloween night. There are folks trick-or-treating in the rain. You see people and you see him in like a freaking hoodie and his face masked up with a backpack on him. And you see he's gone into some bathroom in some 2-bit fucking bodega or whatever the fuck he's at, and you see him applying the eye makeup to cover up.
That's right.
You notice that, right?
Yeah. Honestly, I like the idea of him applying eye makeup around his eyes.
Person to be Batman.
What was that, Jose?
I was going to say that's a good disguise. No one's going to suspect an emo person to be a vigilante.
It would be too on the nose. But yeah, no. I dig that covering the eye makeup allows him a bit more expressiveness. And I think it actually makes him scarier because every time he's in Batman mode, he has this very steady bacon stare ahead. You notice like his eyes they look like glass. It's great.
But they also look like very strong at the same time. Like you mentioned before, the guy looks like a fucking ticking time bomb. He's a spring-loaded tiger or some wild animal waiting to be unleashed, waiting to jump on. And folks, if you are watching, we are asking you to please go ahead and hit us up on the live chat. I did mention earlier that this is very spoilerific. We are discussing spoilers on the Batman. We don't give a damn. We're trying to get up on the hype train as best we can. So we want you to jump in.
I just want to talk about the movie,
don't say
man.
we didn't warn you.
I just love this movie.
No, yeah, for real. It's this movie was so fucking good, and like the moment the bat signal goes on, and what's his face actually, and Batman after he got through beating the thugs, except for the one kid who's only got half his face painted, who knows better.
He's an initiate.
Yeah, no, exactly. He's like a new recruit, a new blood for this gang, and he realizes he was the only one who was left standing, and the Batman's slowly looking at him. Just his eyes locked in, ready to strike, and the kid just fucking
reeling ahead.
That's when he fucking notices the what do you call it? The bat signal, and that's when he fucking goes. So he shows up at the crime scene of the person who was murdered. Turned out that the person who was murdered was the mayor of Gotham himself, and
that's right.
Since we mentioned this is like on an election week, he is running against a younger progressive lady. What's her name? The character's name. And there we go. Bella Real is the character's name, played by Jamie Lawson. And unfortunately, this poor dude, this poor dude, fucking Mayor Don Mitchell, his ass is dead. He is like fucking dead, and not only is he dead, he was killed with his face covered in duct tape and saran wrap to death, and his head bludgeoned in and left to bleed out, and his thumb missing, cut off, while he was still alive. So whoever this person was is a fucking sick motherfucker. The reason why Jim Gordon calls him in for this is because...
Yeah, and speaking of sick... Sorry, go ahead. Finish your sentence. Didn't mean to interrupt.
I was going to say is because the killer left a message for the Batman.
Indeed. Now, I like how we also get to see here that, once again, the civilian populace doesn't trust Batman. The second he steps in, you see that all the police officers are eyeing him very warily, and everybody's giving him a wide berth, except for that one with the mustache who straight up goes, "Hey, well, you're not supposed to be here." And you see Batman turn and look at him for like a solid second, as if deciding, how many bones am I gonna break? Until Gordon is like, no, chill. He's with me. He's wearing gloves. He ain't gonna tamper with the evidence, I promise you. Everybody's afraid of him.
Dude, you're wrecking with police evidence. What the hell? Like, could you chill your shit? He's wearing gloves.
It's okay. He's wearing gloves. That ain't his blood. Wait, what?
What? Fuck.
But yeah, I like the establishment of nobody trusts this guy. Even Gordon doesn't fully trust this guy. And props to the actor of Gordon. I don't know how to explain it. He managed to catch that good balance between professional cop and your bro at the bar. You know, I can't explain it very well. He's like a friendly professional. Can I call it that?
Yes.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
that's a
professional friendliness. Friendly professionalism. I've been working for 2 years, man. Still don't know anything about you.
You know, it was fucking... It was scary,
spooky.
But at the same time, I love that too, because Jeffrey Wright has that earnestness to him. It's like, he's no nonsense. He's a law-abiding man. He's a straight-laced dude. But he knows that whoever this guy that he's working with, this guy is trouble. This guy is serious fucking trouble. But he also knows that this guy has abilities and resources that the police can't match. So he's going to continue working with him. He's going to continue working with the Batman. And it just becomes it's a beautiful like buddy cop moment, like we mentioned earlier. Like we mentioned Saturday, it was a good cop, batshit cop, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a pretty good description. Thank you, Mr. Farrell. You got your shit there.
Holy fucking holy. Yeah, no, so they open up the letter, they see that there's a riddle inside. There's like a creepy fucking like holiday card, like a freaking Hallmarks card, and then he fucking takes the riddle in there, a message, like what happens when a liar dies, and then Batman figures it out right there on the spot. He lies still.
Ha!
Fucking
Get used to this, by the
creepy,
way.
man.
There's gonna be a lot of this.
That was a good riddle. Oh man, that was clever.
Why? Like I'm surprised you're being so quiet about this, like fucking speak up.
I am speaking up. What are you talking about?
No,
Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
It appears that Robert Pattinson and what's the voice actor? Zoe Kravitz, right?
Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah.
Zoe Kravitz. They had an interview with a VTuber. This is amazing. That's adorable. Oh no, it went great.
Okay,
they had a good time. It was fun.
Okay, I have a friend who's a VTuber, so I'm not going to knock him too hard, but this just burns me to my professional core.
Oh, you know what also burns? The fact that everybody shit on Pattinson for years without realizing he was the coolest man. He likes Tifa.
Yeah, now acknowledge him as the superior Batman. You stupid.
He was always one of us.
Oh, absolutely. He likes Tifa. He likes Aerith too. Hey, we got Nikki Bella on the chat. Hi, Ravensflock. Hi, Nikki Bella. We're talking the Batman. We're giving a full review on it. It's spoilerific. You can't say we're not warning you. I'm flashing this letter. I'm going to slow down on it. Spoiler freaking warning. All right, so Batman's on the case. Gordon has brought him in to try to figure out what the hell's going on. And
he'll take the case.
Yep. And it's fucking crazy because we have that one cop with the sweet mustache who's chewing him out like what the hell, and we also got the fucking the crooked commissioner or whoever the hell this guy is.
I think that's supposed to be Commissioner Loeb if we're keeping to the comic continuity.
No, his name's Commissioner.
Oh, hey
Pete
guys,
Savage.
Sorry to interrupt you, but breaking news: DC Comics has just announced that The Penguin, working title, is a new limited series starring Colin Farrell coming to HBO Max, explaining how the Penguin will rise to the top of the criminal empire of Gotham.
Bullshit. Where'd you get it from?
What?
Matt Reeves, Dylan Clark, Colin Farrell, and Lauren LeFranc to serve as executive producers. I'm going to send you the link right now. Man, this movie's taking off. Here you go.
Jesus Christ, are you kidding me?
It would be interesting to see a crime drama in Gotham. That would be cool. But this was not what I was expecting.
Holy shit.
I thought it was a joke at first, but no, this is real. We're getting a Penguin criminal empire's origin story. Look at that. More news about this movie are being made as we talk about it.
Yeah, I'm seriously, holy fuck! We're legit learning this live over here, folks. The news came out
it's
8
happening
hours
as
ago
we speak
on Deadline and Variety. But seriously, shit, man.
This should be cool. I like to see how he finally gets. You know what? This could be a good opportunity to get us know about the Cobblepot legacy. You know, get him starting on his little gimmick of the monocle, the top hat, the delusions of gentlemanly grandeur. That'd be cool.
Maybe that's what we're going for. I'm not sure if that's what we're going to get here. Gene Rick on the chat. I apologize, guys, at work. Just stopped in to say hello. You're okay, Gene? Thank you for joining us.
Gene, you don't have to keep apologizing. Just saying.
Yeah, no, for real. You can.
We understand.
You're free to watch us all you want on the replay. You know how we roll. Once we finish streaming live, you're welcome to rewatch again and again because we keep these bad boys up. I don't even know how many.
We're happy that you're even here to listen to us. We appreciate the company. We understand that sometimes our beloved listeners cannot stay for the entire thing, but the fact they are taking the time to listen to at least a little bit of what we're saying means a lot to us.
Now, this breaking news that you just mentioned, Angel, this does open the door to possibilities. We might see, and this is just me speculating, we might see some crossover like villain characters or whatever you call them from the DC cinematic universe, or it might be a chance for them to revive certain failed DC characters. Boom, Deadshot.
That would be nice. Honestly, I just want to see Black Mask again. Of all my problems that I had with the Birds of Prey movie, I like his portrayal of the Mask, bad fucking sin as it was. I like to see that again.
Angel?
Oh yeah, Ewan McGregor was fucking crazy as shit. Although I'm pretty sure.
Just for a minute, please. Juan, Angel, take my advice. The Birds of Prey movie is still a good movie if you don't take it seriously.
That's the problem. It wants me to, and I can't. Listen, if the only way a movie is good is by turning off my brain, then maybe the movie is not that good. I'm just saying.
The movie can't tell you what to do.
Oh, well,
you sure? Because it keeps telling me.
Well, this movie can try to tell us what to do because apparently that same commissioner that we didn't recognize his name properly, that wasn't Commissioner Loeb. His name was apparently Commissioner Pete Savage. He's ass dead. Like, he's a next...
Oh, damn. He dead.
He's the next fucking dude who gets smushed in by the Riddler.
Oh
shit.
So yes, as we saw in the plot, the Riddler is killing people who are connected to a certain case, to a string of mysterious circumstances. A lot of money was moved a long time ago. And the Riddler is hunting down systematically every single person that was involved in this bizarre hidden scandal and killing them in cruel, sadistic ways while leaving taunting messages to Batman to figure out.
Which is even more horrifying when you consider the morbidity of some of these messages. One of them is a whole graph of a cryptograph with different codes that are needed to decipher it all. They use the riddle that was written out on the first card to decipher it. And with Alfred's help, yes, Alfred is helping Bruce out on this. And he's like, literally, like, I love the interaction. He's going through it. And he's like, I'm remembering my days as going through like old crossword puzzles for fun. And this thing is wrecking the shit out of me. And Bruce,
I really do like this. And obviously this is not news to everybody. I mean, Alfred has been helpful in the past Batman movies.
He also had a military career, so of course he knows a thing about decoding.
Indeed. And it's even crazier because they come up with, what do you call it? They're like, Bruce is like, wait a minute, no. Instead of trying to decipher this stuff, this isn't a message. This is all gibberish. It's crazy. Let's actually scan the cryptograph. Let's remove all the ones we already deciphered. And the graph actually just reads the word drive. And it's from there, Gordon and Batman meet up at the garage of the mayor's fucking estate, his shit, and it's like, okay, we need to check out every single one of his cars. Okay, we'll start with this one because this one's his nicest. And they fucking go in and they're like, wait a minute, it can't be that simple. Yeah, it is. Take a look. I'm looking for a USB port. USB port? Yeah. And he pulls it out and he sees that that there's a key fob, which is used for like unlocking keys digitally, connected to a thumb drive. And at the end of the thumb drive is the dead guy's missing thumb. Drive.
To drive the joke further to the ground.
No, it gets better because the thumb drive itself also has a thumbprint reader. He's like, shit, it's got a biometric reader on it. And Batman's like, use this, lifts the severed thumb, and Gordon, you just see the disgust on his fucking face, like, this fucking guy's sick.
Gordon is the audience, essentially going, Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Uh-huh.
Hey man, listen, this is fact. If the funnier the joke, the funnier the joke is, the more it has to be addressed. Is a rule of thumb.
The worse, the better the pun, the more it has to hurt. If it transcends psychological damage and it starts giving you like internal bleeding, you know they made a good one.
Emotional damage. Good God.
Yeah, get ready for plenty of that in this movie because Riddler is the worst kind of criminal, one with a sense of humor.
A man after my own heart.
So you're like, so do I have to start wearing iron gloves around you now, Jose? Do I have to worry about losing my Tom Thumb here?
I didn't make it a rule of thumb.
If somebody already made the joke, he wouldn't repeat it.
Angel,
Jose's a plagiarist. Let's not lie to ourselves here. He'll fucking do it. He'll rip it off.
Hey, Wancho, I haven't made it a rule of thumb yet.
Okay, you can quit trying to make a rule of thumb jokes.
I was looking at a different screen, but I could feel Juan's brow just furrowing too. I can't fucking believe I'm bloody related to this piece of shit.
Well, believe it or not, I am. And I'm just going to have
You're born in California.
I was going to say, my pun is not as funny as what I left in the chat.
Oh, yeah, Drive. Ha. One of my favorite songs from Incubus. I thought you hated Incubus.
Sadly, no Ryan Gosling in the area.
What was that, Jose?
I said, no, I'm 50-50 with Incubus songs. It really depends.
Jesus. Then it's a what? Whether you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
These fucking clowns. Anyway, they find that it's full of incriminating photos and incriminating evidence of the mayor canoodling with some beautiful blonde woman. And they also happen to also see him coming out of a nightclub, but not just any nightclub. They see the dead mayor coming out of the Iceberg Lounge.
Scandalous!
You may have remembered this with the comics as the location where many supervillains like to hang out and plot dastardly. Surprisingly, no supervillains in this club, only regular villains.
Scum and villainy all in all. And of course, the proprietor of the Iceberg Lounge, none other than Oswald Cobblepot himself, the Penguin.
He's not the Penguin yet. In fact, for this movie, we are fair to just call him Oswald.
Well, they call him Oz and they call him Penguin all throughout. So he is, strictly speaking, the Penguin.
Actually,
he doesn't have to be... Dude, you got to understand something. You're over here expecting him to waddle out in top hat and monocle, but he's clearly coming off more gangsta. Italian mobster style. I don't know Italian mobsters who wear top hats and monocles.
Do they call him Penguin at any point in the movie?
Yes, they call him Penguin all the time.
Hey, Juan, sure? I know a great Italian dude from Chicago that we talk about Thursday nights. He'll tell us everything.
I can't remember at any point if someone called him Penguin. I heard Oz, Ozzy, Oswald, a lot of it, but I can't remember if they ever called him Penguin in the movie.
They did. They called him Penguin.
When?
Okay, what's it called? When they first introduced him, what's it called? Gordon is looking at the picture like, I know who that is. That's Penguin. He runs the Iceberg Lounge. And then what's his
I'm a little surprised they're already calling him that.
Yeah, no, they've been calling him that. So of course Batman decides to pay him a visit. Literally just shows up at his fucking front door of the Iceberg Lounge, knocks on it, and beats the hell out of his two twin bouncers. Literally, they're just twin bouncers. And
they don't get paid enough.
It's fucking savage here. So, what's his nuts? He shows up and he actually goes and talks to the Penguin, who is feigning ignorance left and right, and he's clearly billed as not a big-time mobster boss, but more as a lieutenant, more as an underling.
He's just a shady character, and I don't trust him.
I believe the term you're looking for is underboss, Wancho.
In a sense, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, we don't see him engage in any actual criminal activity until much later in the movie. In fact, for all we know, for most of the movie, Penguin just sort of runs a legitimate business. He's shady, yeah, but you can't really pin anything on him until near the end of the movie.
Kind of in the middle, because we'll get to that in the middle there. Geeks5Evers on the chat. How you doing, brother? Jesse Goku with the shit. Yeah, Batman stomping through the club.
Yeah,
wait.
that man came here to party, and by party I mean kill everyone.
But not kill,
as an
because he does not
enthusiast
kill.
and as someone who enjoys going out to nightclubs, I'm going to say this right now. I wouldn't mind going to that nightclub that the Batman crashed. I'm just saying.
It looked pretty dope. Also, you can tell how this also establishes this particular aspect of the character, that while Batman relies on stealth to get around, for this movie, he relies mostly on brute force, obviously because this is just the second year. But I always find this dichotomy pretty cool because, okay, let's be honest, because Batman has spent so much time in the Justice League in the comics, most people usually involve Batman as the guy who has to fight dirty and seems to know everything about everyone. Like his intelligence has been memed to fucking supernatural Professor X levels.
All you have to do is say the words prep time and you hear Bat fans friggin' pee their pants.
I activate the trap card, prep time. It just lets me win.
Actions speak louder than words. Batman is not looking to sneak around in a club. He wants answers. He wants the Penguin to talk, and he's not fucking around. And he makes it clear that he's not kidding around.
That I actually love is the fact that when you notice this, Batman in this movie in particular, obviously he's not stupid. We get to see that he stretches the smarts, but you notice that he relies on a lot of brute force in this movie. In fact, he doesn't lose a single one-on-one fight in the entire movie. The only time he's in trouble is near the end, after he fights a veritable army of assholes with automatic guns and 12-gauge shotguns. And they only bring him down after a guy gets a lucky shot because Batman couldn't see the shotgun until the last possible second.
Yeah, it was a sawed-off
this Batman is like...
plank.
Yeah, this Batman in this movie is like 70% brute force, 30% brain power. He does have brain power, but he very clearly didn't bother with subtlety. He just fucking walked into the club and started. That man came in swinging.
Like
he came in asking for violence.
Notice he only went swinging at the guys that came swinging at him. Plenty of folk gave him the exact same parting of the fucking Red Sea treatment. The fucking guy.
He's not this indiscriminate with his violence, but he's very eager to use it.
Mm-hmm. He's clearly happy to bust whatever heads he can get his hands on. Now, it's really creepy here because it's like, obviously Penguin knows more than he's leading on. He's just like, oh hey, well, my establishment goes to all kinds of people. You know, I just run a business. That's not a crime here. And what's his face?
Yeah.
Batman's looking at him like, who's the girl? Who's the girl that he's with? You should know her. Clearly, she frequents this establishment. Otherwise, this guy wouldn't have gotten tangled up with her. Like if I know. Make some fucking remark.
And Batman is very impatient in this movie too. Like he resorts to grabbing the Penguin and turning his back into a pretzel against the window the second the other guy pisses him off. Like this man is yearning for blood.
Like we said,
this man is about to paint a skull on his chest.
Geeks 5 Ever is right on this. I like this Batman. No dead parents origin. He doesn't have all his gadgets, and he makes mistakes. We're going to get to the biggest mistake on here in a bit, which one is I fucking love. It's just fucking hysterical. The one thing that we didn't mention was that when they were looking at the photos or whatever from Jim Gordon's police laptop, all of them automatically sent out to every single news outlets. Like the night after the murder of the mayor, all these scandalous photos are leaked and released. And that exact same night, while Batman is trying to pummel information out of Penguin, and a very, shall we say, conspicuous young lady in a wig and a cocktail dress, who's clearly working at the bar here, catches a glimpse of the stuff. But we're going to keep an eye on her later, aren't we?
Conspicuous wouldn't be the first word that comes to my mind, Juancho. I'm just saying.
I know, absolutely gorgeous is the first word. I mean, have you seen Zoe Kravitz? Jesus Christ.
Wow.
So yeah, she's important.
Remember her, she is important. Batman follows her, follows this girl because he noticed He may, like you said, you're saying that he's 30% brains. I would actually say it's 60-40 because he noticed, like, okay, this cocktail waitress who's got no business in this shit at all. She's got no business being this attentive to Mr. Penguin, Mr. Cobblepot, but she locked eyes on the girl in the picture. Like, so Batman, ding, fucking light bulb. So he follows her, and
Power of observation.
mm-hmm. And that's when he finds out over here. What do you call it? So he goes ahead and tracks the girl down. Obviously, we're talking about Selena Kyle. She's working as a waitress at the Iceberg Lounge, and she's actually roommates with the girl in the pictures, who's a Russian chick by the name of Annika.
Who is also freaking out because she just realized that she got involved with some dangerous, shady individuals.
Mm-hmm. Especially considering that all the photos of her and the mayor have been leaked out, so everyone in the world knows about her. Excuse me. Somebody misses me. You ever hear that, by the way? If you're sneezing, it means somebody's thinking about you.
Damn, Joe, you gotta get your haters away from us, man. You're scaring away the host.
Wow. Okay, Angel, I see how it is. I'll clap you back soon.
God almighty. So
you can't because I killed the host.
So he goes to this. He follows Selena, who's donning her Catwoman outfit, which is cool. It's like this beautiful, like, cat suit of movement and no fucking her fucking gloves on. The mask is what everyone's kind of weirded out on because it's not a leather cat ear mask. It's a ski mask cut out with that's sort of pointed out at the seam, so they look like little cat ears.
It's clearly that she, at this point, she's not like leaning into the Catwoman gimmick. It just happened. Like, how do I put this? It feels like at this point, she's just doing robbery stuff, burglary, and the cat look is just a coincidence. The only thing that we see her to connect with the particular case is her name and the fact that she loves cats, but it doesn't really bleed into her thief persona. You notice that?
Yeah.
That is, ironically enough, one of the parts where the movie is acting more realistic. She's not going for the cat burglar thing yet because she's being 100% serious mode. Her friend is in danger. So she's trying to save a life here, you know? She ain't playing. Selena is, ironically enough, one of the most serious and driven characters in the movie. A little too much for her own good, in fact.
Afraid so. Oh, god damn it. What the hell, Jesse Goku? She made my pee-pee happy.
Ooh. Yes. Yes.
Oh my god. Thank you, Jesse Goku. That is a good one.
Yeah, Nikki Bell is saying that Penguin walks around quacking with a black poison umbrella. Kinda, yeah. But also kinda no.
Actually, yeah, no. I find that funny. Batman is the character that leans the hardest into his character. Selena is, well, she's just trying to move the plot. She has a very important focus. Penguin doesn't really lean into the Penguin personality. He's just leaning into the gangster personality, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
You know, this is an honest business here kind of thing. And even the Riddler himself, he has a different angle from his usual portrayal. In most portrayals of the Batman, the Riddler is psychophrenically obsessed with being the smartest man in the room. He wants you to know it. He wants your friends to know it. He wants everybody to know that he's intellectually superior to you. But the Riddler in this movie has a very different motivation. He's, just like the main character, obsessed with revenge. And that occupies his every waking moment, to the point that his extraordinary intelligence almost feels like an afterthought compared with how driven he is to fulfill his goals. His sheer, single-minded, psychopathic determination to achieve what he wants, it's genuinely front and center, and his incredible intelligence is taking the background, which ironically might have to do why he's not bothering with the fancy jacket and bow hat that we see most incarnations of him wear. He kind of just looks like an angry armor hobo in this one.
Yeah, right? Like, I was over here thinking that with the way that they were going to be portraying this, that he was actually going to be a little closer to the Hush persona of the Riddler.
It feels like that. Yeah.
Like, am I wrong in thinking that? Or
No, you got it right.
Okay, yeah, no, I was over here thinking that basically that was where what's his face was going with it. And yeah, it turns out that it's just the Riddler having lost his fucking mind in there, according to the comics. But in any case, moving along in the story, and real quick, I'm seeing Jesse Goku. He was fucking. Fuck,
Goku, put your dick down.
No, like, dude. Let me. Do I need to get the spray bottle? He's like, you are live streaming, so people are thinking about you. Some with their hands in their pants.
You know what? That's fine. Girl streamers get around with doing straight up porn on Twitch. Surely we men can be allowed to be horny too. I demand equal standards.
No. Okay, well, if we're going by equal standards, then I guess I got no choice. Ladies and gentlemen, you're about.
Is a man not entitled to the hardness of his dick?
Is about to be a topless stream, folks.
Okay, no.
Nope.
We will not sacrifice our money for our dignity.
As the executive producer and founder of the Ravens Flock Angel, I'm afraid I must have to overrule. Juan, you may go topless.
Of course. As expected, once again, our freedoms are violated by the goddamn establishment. Joe is actually working for Mama Susan from YouTube.
I'm fucking cold. I'm not. I'm fucking cold. I'm putting my shirt.
Angel, if I were working for Mama Susan, your channel would have already been long canceled.
She's anti-Susan. She's nobody's mama. That lady is barren as a frozen tundra.
Barren of love and joy.
Angel, yeah, if that were the case, your channel would have been canceled out of spite just to prove that I can do it.
All I did was review the Demon Slayer movie, man. I do not deserve this abuse.
And for the record, Jesse Goku, I was not naked. I was topless. I have pants on. You just can't see them because I'm seated.
Don't listen to him. He was just taking him. This is actually being filmed from his bathroom, which is heavily decorated. Juan is dropping trowel and dumping logs as we speak.
No, I'm not. Dude.
Yes, he is. Don't listen to his lies.
This ain't Pornhub, is it? No, it's not Pornhub, Jesse Goku.
If it was, we would actually be getting paid.
Yeah, seriously. And we'd be getting paid a decent fare, despite how shady Pornhub is, too. Like, in any case.
Yeah.
So, what's his face? So, Batman follows Selena over to the crime scene of the first guy's murder. And she's breaking into this guy's vault. She's got a whole kit of stuff. Like, she's got like a silenced drill, like a drill with a silencer, so she can go into the safe. She knows how to break into it and everything, so clearly she's done this shit before. They throw down.
She's got experience.
Mm-hmm, they like Batman catches her. They throw down for half a minute. She's like, ooh, this boy. This is the bad. This is Mr. Vengeance. Ooh.
Remember, if you want to attract the dangerous lady in your life, prove to be more dangerous than her.
Pretty much.
So, what do you call it? That's when they decide, like, okay, so what's going on? Oh, she's a friend of mine. She, the mayor was holding her passport hostage. She was, he's blackmailing her into sticking around for him. And we're trying to find out where it went, but now I know I'm gonna get it back for her. I gotta help her get out of the country. She's not safe. Whoever killed this guy might come after her too. But why? I don't know. Then you're going to go back into the nightclub and you're going to find out for me. Oh, God damn it! So
have these cool super tech eyeball lenses,
which is cool and crazy because earlier this week. Andy Signor from Popcorn Planet, he actually did a quick little piece about a Google styled contact lens that people are trying to develop right now, which is very similar to like an augmented reality style contacts or whatever. So what's his face is like the Batman has this tech. This is like, even though this looks very film noir and it's very much like a detective story, of the Batman.
Yeah.
It's still contemporaneous. So we got smartphone, social media. Like the place looks like Times Square, Manhattan, London town.
Well, of course.
Yeah, actually.
So of course,
Thinking
Wayne
back on
Tech
it,
includes augmented
sorry.
reality camera contacts. Of course it does.
Yeah, those are looks fairly realistic. And then we got, bam, super contacts.
Super contacts. Yep. And what do you call it? Like since Selena already works at the lounge, she already works at the what do you call it? She already works at the Iceberg Lounge. She actually reveals to Batman like, no, that's just the regular establishment. My friend Annika, she works at the Sub Lounge. He's like, what? Yeah, there's a Sub Lounge. Literally, it's called 40 Below.
Huh.
Okay,
There's a club under the club.
Exactly. It's so that is
Perfect.
so fucking mafioso, and I fucking love that. And that is well within the Penguin's brand, mind you. All right, I know
Makes
you want
sense.
I know you want top hats and monocles, but having a sub club in his legitimate business, where all the crime bosses and the criminals and the crooks and the wealthy people in power all gather and reconnoiter in order to exchange narcotics and drugs and money with each other and shit, that is very much within the brand of the Penguin.
Yes. I mean, it makes sense. He kept everything under the ice.
Ha.
Fucking hell.
Angel, not gonna lie, that was a very cool remark.
I'm gonna throw my
Oh,
chocolate
spam.
bar at you. I swear to God.
You started this podcast. You knew what you were getting into.
But I didn't realize.
And normally I'm the ring general when it comes to puns, Wancho.
Ring General, don't call yourself Ring General.
Don't
That doesn't work.
call it hell. This is the future you choose.
But it's not the future we deserve.
Nobody gets what they would deserve. The end.
All right.
This is the best $30 I ever spent in my life.
Oh, Jesse Koku's got to run. He said, but I need all three of you on my show when it comes back. When and where?
Man,
That's
you
all
let
we
us
ask,
know.
but-
If we got the time,
Yeah,
we'll
man,
always
let
be
us
happy
know.
to join you.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, for real.
Fair warning: we will not recompense you if you end up regretting your decisions.
He's right. We're not going to compensate you for loss of life, limb, or money, or property if an angry mob comes crawling at you too. So
You are not
warned.
getting your deposit back.
yeah, exactly. No security deposit for you. So what do you call it? Selena shows up and she starts looking through the what do you call it? She starts looking through the club to see if she can find any other information or see if she can find anyone else. She catches the eye of one dude who's the district attorney. I shit you not, the guy's name is Gil Coulson. I'm over here thinking like somebody did not like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
To be fair, though, Coulson is a pretty good name to use for corporate man.
No,
Unfortunately,
this is the district attorney
corporate
of
man
Gotham.
is very soon to become corpse corporate man.
You're not wrong there. But before, like, when all this comes out, what was I going to say? When all of this comes out, the craziness of the situation starts escalating because while Batman has Selena scanning through all this stuff and he's picking up information and intel from this drunken, stoned district attorney, he's like, the guy's like bawling his eyes out, like, I'm worried. They killed the commissioner. They killed the mayor. I'm scared. I'm next. I don't know what's going on. And she's trying to play it off like, there's nothing to worry about, baby. You're all right. And she's like,
I gotta pray.
You could hear in the back of her head, she's like, fucking get off me, fucking get off me, fucking get off me, get off me, get off me. You smell.
I am not getting paid enough for any of this.
Exactly. Goku's over here saying, you already know my show is a train wreck when it comes to being professional. Dude, we're not professional either, but we have standards. Never call us
How
professional.
dare you call me smart?
No. We're smart. We're plenty smart. We're just not professionals. We'd be getting paid if we were professional. But in any case, the situation gets worse because Selena bails on Batman at the last second when she runs into a very quiet old man in glasses.
This is no ordinary old man. I'll have you know he is a gentleman, a well-respected member of the community, and I have never heard anyone say anything wrong about. At least,
Carmine Falcone.
not anyone that stayed around long enough to do so.
Carmine Falcone, again, like we said, played by John Turturro. It's such a weird fucking leap because we've seen John Turturro in fucking The Big Lebowski. He played that one goofy the secret agent in the fucking Transformers movie. In the fucking Transformers movies. And just seeing him being this quiet, reserved, gentle-voiced, gentle-mannered man who you know for a fact he could kill you without a second thought is fucking horrifying. You got to remember, John Turturro is an actor.
Yeah, no, Juan, it's not overstating to say that John Turturro is a well-rounded actor. He came a long way from looking up enemy scrotums.
He is a thespian, god damn it. He is an artiste.
Yeah, no, the man really nailed down the cold, collected criminal. You know what? He's a criminal for hire. He's a professional criminal for hire. You could tell right then, the moment he walked in, this is the most dangerous individual in the room when Batman is not in the room. Everything he says has this very measured, like he's waiting how much your life is worth when you talk to him. That very cold dismissal of, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get what I want, and whoever gets in my way is going to die. You know, like in any other criminal film, in any other murder thriller, this guy would be both the criminal mastermind, the boss, and the guy that gets away with it in the end.
It's fucking horrifying. And the fact that John Turturro played him so fucking well was incredible. It was fucking
wonderful work.
Wonderful fucking job by John Turturro. Wonderful fucking job. So, Selena bails out because she's freaked out. Especially when Batman's pressing her about the about her connection with the guy. She's like, oh, so you've been seeing this guy? He hasn't seen you in a while, huh? What kind of connection do you have with this man? That's Carmine Falcone. And she's like, fuck you, get out of my head. I ain't doing this shit. I'm not messing with you. She fucking plucks the.
Is that your sugar daddy?
Yeah, no, it's fucking But it's like,
to be fair though, considering the kind of life Selena lived, it is a fair assumption to make, considering her background. Of course, she didn't took it very well, but yeah, once again, this madman doesn't know everything. So sometimes even he makes mistakes. Though considering the relationship between Sabrina and Falcone in this continuity, I mean, come on, we didn't saw that shit coming either, did we?
No, we did not. Fucking
no one did.
Crazy as fuck. So, it's even more horrifying because just as Selena leaves, what's his face? This drunken district attorney Coulson fucking stumbles out of the fucking. He stumbles out of the club. He goes into his car. He's ready to try to go home. But he's fucking bludgeoned in the back of the head with a fucking hammer by the Riddler. And he starts duct taping all over again. Just the of the fucking duct tape. Yeah. I have a roll around here somewhere, but I'm not going to waste it on this. The following day, it's the dead mayor's funeral is being held, and it's a public outing. It's a public fucking event. So Batman decides, okay, it's time to Bruce Wayne it up a little. How do I do this again?
Just a little, though.
Wear human clothes. What are human clothes? What do they wear?
Alfred, tell me again. How do I behave in public? I forgot. I've been Batmaning for so long, I forgot how to Bruce. Help!
Pretty much. This is not like the other Bruce Wayne performances that we've seen in the past films. Shit, man. Like where they just Like they just embraced the whole billionaire playboy shtick with Bruce Wayne. This one, not so much.
Well, to be fair, though, the public occasion he's going to is a funeral. It would not be appropriate to play the rich idiot with no day job.
No, Angel, let me cut you off. Angel, let me cut you off. I'm not being specific. I'm saying in general.
Oh, well, yeah, you're right. The few times we see him in civilian status, the man looks more dead than when he's in the suit.
Which is freaky as hell because, like, what's his face? Like, it's bad enough when we see him taking off his cowl and you see the eye makeup running down, which is one of the first visuals that people got. It's disturbing to see just how tired and how focused at the same time Bruce looks. So without it, and him actually dressing as Bruce Wayne, folks were making fun like, oh, he looks like an emo mop top. Why isn't he a dapper billionaire playboy with 9 girls on each arm? Like, no. This is year 2 Bruce Wayne Batman.
Yeah,
he does not know how to Bruce Wayne at all. He's got no Bruce Wayne chill at all.
Actually, speaking of no chill, the relationship between him and Alfred is noticeably more distant in this movie until the end. Oh, I mean, clearly they're not antagonists, but you can tell that Bruce is in no mood to accept any of Alfred's criticisms. And the only time they have a bonding moment is not talking about the cufflinks, but the time that Alfred is helping him with the crossword puzzle and they're actually working together. But for most of the movie, it's very clear that Bruce he's not taking out his anger on Alfred. He doesn't want to do that, but he doesn't want to open up to the man. He wants to dwell in his anger and sadness. He wants the pain to eat at him. You know what they say about that whole psychological study that says that misery is psychologically addictive?
Regrettably, I know that a little too well. And he actually gets to explaining why. And we'll get to that when we get to that part of the movie over here. But basically, like, yeah, you were mentioning the cufflinks over here. Like, Bruce is like literally getting dressed, like, and Alfred's looking at him like, "Is Bruce Wayne making a public appearance?" Like, it's a public funeral, and it's all the people's most influential people in Gotham have to are there. Bruce Wayne should be there. Like, well, Bruce Wayne should be there.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, where are your cufflinks? I can't find them. Here, take mine. I don't need your cufflinks off. Take them.
What are cufflinks?
Like, you are still a member of the Wayne family, and you need to present yourself as such. When he shows the cufflinks, they've got an engraved beautiful W on them. And what's his face? Like Bruce is like, look at them. Oh, so are you a Wayne too? It's like, and Alfred has like an indignant fucking look to him, like, really, boy? What, do you think I stole them or something? What's wrong with you? If you must know, your father gave me those cufflinks. He gave them to me off of his own.
You must know.
Yeah, like,
like Andy Serkis looked like he was ready to smack an idiot.
I kind of liked. I don't know if Andy Serkis has this scar in real life, but you notice that there's this little cut, this little scar right over Alfred's eyebrow. I'm actually going to look that up and see if that's that's the thing that. Okay, that's fucking scary.
Also, I just realized this is Andy Serkis's most subdued performance I ever seen. In case you guys are wondering, this dude voiced and mocapped Gollum, Venom, the monkey from Planet of the Apes, and of course, Claude from the Marvel movies, aka the antagonist that would become the living laser in the comics. This man is known for a very expressive, bombastic way of speaking. Also, he also directed Venom 2. Give me a minute. I'll be right back.
No problem here, man. And like I said, it was actually it's actually the Living Sound, not the Living Laser. Living Laser is a DC supervillain. No, Andy Serkis does not have that scar in real life, from what I can see here. That's something that was added as Alfred. That's
nice, very good, very good. I like it.
Like, you notice,
add a little bit of ruggedness to Alfred, not too much, just a little,
just enough. It's just a little cut here. It makes one wonder. Okay, what's the cut about? What the heck is he doing with this? That is so. Like, what happened to Alfred? Why is he battle worn? You know, stories for later. Stories for another day. Of course.
All right.
Tracy,
So after that little,
Workshop Tracy's on the chat. Hi there. Hi. We are talking the Batman. We're giving full review. It is spoilerific. Like I mentioned, big spoiler warning, big fat spoiler warning. You
hang on,
cannot.
Watcher. You're gonna have to multiply that Stein so that it encompasses the whole screen.
I can't.
Spoiler.
Well, I could do a thing with it if you'll give me a minute. I think I could do something with it.
You don't have to do it now. We're already getting into the whole thing.
Well, that's not what I mean. Like I could do stuff to it.
Okay, fine. All right. So after that little back and forth bit where Bruce was being a little bitch, and yeah, God Almighty,
like they decide to go ahead and Bruce goes to the funeral, and he notices folks are trying to get his attention. He noticed one person catches his eye, and it's a guy who's like, "Oh, who do these rich people help? They didn't help anyone. They didn't help my daughter when she died." Like, terrifying. But at the same time, he's not wrong. Well, holy shit.
Right. What I really enjoyed was like going as they head to the funeral scene where Bruce Wayne pulls up in front of the building, like in front of the service. Like he looks out into the car, he looks over at the car, and and help me out here, Juancho. He sees Falcone, and he's with a female escort. And this was just me thinking when I was watching. Was he suspecting that was he suspecting that Selena was with Falcone?
Yes, he was. He flat out, like without so many words, he basically accused her of being a call girl to Falcone.
She's a hoe.
Pretty much. Oh, by the way, Jose, you're watching this right now, yes?
Yes,
Tell me,
is
this big enough for you? Spoiler warning. Is that big enough? Do you think we've got the picture? Do you think people get the idea that we're spoiling?
I was gonna say, well, I get it. I can't speak for the rest of the internet community.
Is that big enough?
Okay, so while Angel is trying to play with his new
Angel,
toy
you're over here.
there,
It sounds like you swallowed a harmonica.
so Bruce Wayne So Bruce Wayne approaches them and then turns around and, oh my God, suddenly, hey, it's not Catwoman. Who knew?
No. What? What? No, we're at the funeral over here, Jose.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like this leads to the one-on-one like conversation that Falcone and Bruce Wayne had outside of the funeral home. You showed me in the Twitter and TikTok video before we watched the movie.
It was a cathedral, Jose. It was a Penguin and Falcone over here, and they have a fucking discussion. It was like, it's your father and I go way back, young Mr. Wayne. I'm like, what the and he's like, wait, what the fuck? What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. And before that, Bruce Wayne was actually trying to like power walk and actually follow both of them to see if it was Selena Kyle, and it wasn't Selena Kyle. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Do
that being said, though,
me of being ignorant, Juancho.
I didn't accuse you.
This is
I know you're
another
ignorant.
adaptation of the Batman, where we see that the Bruce Wayne family has connections to the crime world. I mean, it would make sense. Through most of its history, the Waynes have been shown as being upstanding good citizens. I believe that it was very recently, well, not that recently, but a bit after the events of the Telltale game, during which the Waynes were most definitely not squeaky clean, that something else since the Batman has taken an offer to show that the Waynes themselves were not perfect, which is perfectly fine. I like the twist they put here, that yes, Mr. Wayne did have some connections with the underworld, but ultimately his intentions were never to actually use them. I like the twist they put there, because the moment you find out that your dad knew Falcone, you start connecting those going, shit, Bruce, what the hell did your dad do? You know, the plot twist at the end, I really liked.
That felt refreshing. I like that because throughout the entire time, and all the movies and all the cartoons and the adaptations, the Wayne family has always been portrayed as, well, how do I put it?
Benevolent.
Clean.
Yeah.
Benevolent. So this is a good change of pace, and I like that.
They actually did a much more cynical version of this in the Telltale game, where they outright just tell you that, yeah, no, the Wayne family is just fucking criminals. In this one, I thought they were going to go that route, but I like how they get you with, no. Your parents were still good people. Your dad was just pushed to the edge, and he didn't mean for anything bad to happen, but Falcone's a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much.
So we get to the funeral over here, and what's his face? Bruce is met up by the other lady, by Bella Real, the mayoral candidate, which is kind of fucked up. You kind of can't vote against her now because, well, the mayor's dead.
Competition's dead.
Like problem solved, campaign over, roll credits, just swear her in already.
Yeah. I mean, she was already winning, but this was kind of unnecessary.
Yeah, no, it was kind of morbid. Like, are we still having an election? It's kind of unfair if you think about it. Like, I don't know if they had deputy mayors in Gotham or if they're able to take the place or if the running mate, whatever. I don't know how that works. But the point is, she was already winning, and she was going to win regardless. It's really weird because she was like, oh, well, the Wayne Foundation helped out with the Gotham Renewal Project. I wanted to know if you could come in and help out. And he is like tuning her out. He's not paying
This
attention.
man is out.
Like, bro, at least try to socialize. Even one-word responses. Fuck, man.
Maybe.
Did he actually even say anything to her? Because if I recall, the moment he saw that kid, the son of the mayor that got killed, he basically had a severe attack of empathy, and he just got stuck there, just
looking into the distance. His mind gone. His man just clocked out.
he just left.
You're having too much fun with those sound effects with your voice there, Angel. What the fuck, man? Okay, so, yeah, no, Bruce is caught in a tunnel vision moment with this kid, and he's like, that's me. He's basically, and you hear people fucking screaming in the fucking background because people are throwing protests and people are throwing up signs because this fucking Riddler motherfucker has been putting up videos of the murders that he put up. He put up the videos of the police commissioner that he fucking killed in the worst way possible.
And then he released all his dirty laundry.
Fucking head. You notice that?
Yeah, that was fucking nasty.
And then he injected
like,
him with
you
arsenic.
notice how genius it is for the Riddler to reveal that he committed horrible murders that would normally put the entire world against him, but by releasing all the dirty laundry that his victims had, he turns the population on his favor. It suddenly goes from crazy motherfucker murder to the guy killing all the people who are fucking us over.
I am all for tearing down the system and all that good jazz, but not like that.
The revolution will not be civilized.
The revolution is now. Oh my god! No, people think that the Riddler is fucking spurning on this uprising of the proletariat. That finally the people of Gotham are going to see the truth. That there will be no more lies, and this guy is fucking whacked out and unhinged. So much so that when we hear this car crashing out in the distance, and it crashes and plows through the fucking crowd outside and crashes into the funeral. Oh, Tracy's cooking enchiladas while listening to us.
Cool. Glad that we can do for a proper background music.
Well, fucking what's his face? Bruce catches the kid before the car comes plowing through. And out comes the DA, the drunken dude who was outside the nightclub who was scamming on Selena. Coulson. They were looking for him all day. Nobody could find him. And he comes out. He's got a fucking razor sharp fucking bomb collar on his neck. His mouth duct taped shut, and his hand duct taped, and another message for the Batman taped to his chest.
And the phone starts ringing. And I won't lie, the intimidation factor kind of bleeds away when you realize the Riddler was dialing that phone for hours. Just sitting there, consuming battery, waiting for Batman to pick up the fucking phone.
Unreal. It gets weirder. With the bomb squad in place and with people cleared out of the building and all that jazz. Batman shows up, answers the phone, and the Riddler not only has him on FaceTime, but he's live streaming. The Riddler has himself a good old-fashioned Twitch stream to all his followers, and he's streaming how he's going to kill this fucking dude. How the hell did he get away with that? Doesn't Twitch have terms of service to stop that stuff? Doesn't YouTube have terms of service to stop that stuff? I swear to God.
No. Bro,
Apparently
you've seen
not.
Twitch. You've seen the shit you can get away with it.
Apparently, in this universe, you can get away with threatening to kill a guy live on TV.
To be fair, though, I think it was like a private stream done to his own place, like in the dark web. He was just broadcasting it. Twitch is not the end-all, be-all. The man was just probably just like, hey, man, here's my little camera. Here's my Elgato. Let's go.
Yep, and he's got himself set up on there, and that's when he's like, it turns the thing, the camera to the dude, to Coulson. It's got the bomb on him. He's got the tape off his fucking mouth now, and it's like, okay, here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna answer 3 riddles, and if you answer them all right before the timer goes off, you get to live. If not, pop goes a weasel.
Yeah,
the dude's crying his eyes out. He's freaking out. And that's where the fucking Riddler's rabidness and his fucking unhinged mania comes out. He's like, shut your mouth. I'm over here trying not to clench. My asshole is so puckered sphincter tight so badly, I could produce a diamond if you stick a lump of coal in there, because this guy's freaking me out.
Status. Maximum force.
Maximum force, minimum subtlety. Oh my fucking God. They go through the riddles. Batman helps him through both of them. And
you notice how quickly Batman comes up with the answers. Like, his intelligence shines here. He figures that out in like a second.
And the third riddle isn't a fucking riddle. He's basically saying, like, okay, now I want you to go ahead and tell everyone who ratted out Salvatore Maroni in the drug bust from years ago that put Gotham on the quote-unquote the right trail. There was someone who ratted him out, and you're going to name him now. Like, that's not a riddle. No,
this is where the guy goes, no. Like, think about that for a second. He's so afraid to ratting the guy out that even the impending ring of destruction wrapped around his neck is not enough to give him the secret. And unfortunately, this also highlights an aspect that I feel the fiction of Batman doesn't acknowledge enough. The man is a goddamn genius. He's incredibly intelligent, but he can't know everything. And the moment the other guy started denying saying anything, you knew he wasn't going to make it out of that building in one piece. It was not going to happen.
Much. Yeah. Like, come on, dude. What's more important? Your fucking life or this, or just, or, you know, well, actually, no. There's no question about it.
You don't get it here. He was dead either way. If he ratted the guy out, if he outed him, he would get him killed. But if
anything, the bomb would kill him quickly by comparison.
Which he did. Pop.
Oops.
And Batman took it to the face too.
You notice that he took the fucking bomb to the face. Ezra West on the chat. Hi, Ezra West. Welcome to the Black Files. He said his family would die if he named Falcone. You're right. That his family would fucking
exactly. The moment. I mean, it's pretty obvious for those of you who are listening to us that yes, Falcone is the one that is holding the strings behind the crime. And listen, the Riddler will kill you. Falcone will make you wish you were dead, then kill everyone you love, and then he'll kill you. If you're lucky.
If you're fucking lucky. It's a fucking madhouse. So, Batman eats an explosion to the face at point blank range, somehow isn't dead.
He's not affected. He doesn't take effect damage.
He doesn't take effect damage, but he is unable to continue for the duration of the turn, which is why he's falls unconscious from the concussion of the blast. And he wakes up in a fucking interrogation cell at Gotham PD. He's surrounded by cops, and one of them, what's his face, is fucking. He's fucking like impatient, like, nah, screw this. Let's go ahead and unmask him. Gordon's like batting his fucking hand, like, get the fuck off of this guy. No, we're not unmasking.
Put that shit out.
He wakes up, and fucking Batman wakes up and realizes, like, oh shit, I'm in the Gotham PD. He's in flight or fight mode, and he's a flight. No, he's not a flightless bird. He's very much a flightful bat, but he'll still fight. He doesn't give a shit. He beats the shit out of a couple of cops. One of them gets mouthy with him. He's like, "No, you just fucking did assault and battery on a police officer. No, you just did 2. Ready to go for 3." And fucking
yeah, Batman was about to start punching everything. Fucking Gordon's like, everybody chill, for the love of God. Stop. We don't have the budget for another fight scene for the next 20 episodes. Cut that shit out.
And it's fucking crazy. It's so fucking crazy. And they fucking figure out the craziness on there. And he's like, Gordon's over here saying, okay, no, give me, like, I'm gonna get him to talk. You guys think that he's behind the Riddler, that he knows something? You give me 5 minutes with him alone. And they're like, no, we got 2 minutes, Gordon. You got 2 minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and arrest him, unmask him, everything. So they shut Gordon and Batman in the interrogation cell together. He's like, dude, we got to get you the fuck out of here. These guys are going to fuck you up. Like, and Batman's like, no, that cop has something to do with it. He was in the nightclub with Penguin. He knows something. He's not going to fucking talk. He's part of the drug bust. He's part of the narcotics team. You mean to tell me he's involved? Yeah, he's involved. I mean, I got to find out how. What are we going to do? I got to get out of here. All right, well, if you punch me in the fucking chest, punch me in the face, you take this key, goes up to the roof. You're on your own from there. All right, I'm going to track him down. I'm going to track down the Penguin. All right, well, this punches him right the fuck out. Doesn't see it and fucking Batman bolts out of there. And that's where he converts his cape into a wingsuit instead of like the high-tech glider that we got from the Dark Knight movies. No, he's got just a regular-ass wingsuit. And you see that this is the first time he's tried it.
This is probably the first time he's done this.
Because he's up there and he's got the vertical vision. He's like, oh shit. Oh God, what am I doing? 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 Okay, I'm going to do it. Fuck.
The way he assembles it, the way he puts it together is so
awesome. What was that, Jose?
I love that part. Like, you can tell clearly this is one of the first times he's done this.
Angel, hold on a minute. What? Jose was trying to say something.
Angel, chill, bro. Jesus.
I can barely hear you.
Unmute him.
No, I can't. I'm not muting Angel. But Jose, go ahead and talk.
Okay. Damn, Angel, chill out. No, I was just saying, like, no, like, I actually dig the way, like, he quickly, like, assembles the fucking, like, the suit, the glide suit that he had to put on.
The wingsuit.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was it? That's all you had to say? Okay, Angel, go ahead.
Yeah, you two can continue running me over while I'm an afterthought. I'll see you later.
You're not an afterthought, jackass. You're just over here. You're not as loud as Angel or me.
Go to hell, Angel.
No, Jose, you're not as loud as us. Literally, your voice is very low.
But yeah, I was just commenting on the fact that I like how, well, how do I put this? I'm not going to say amateur, but you could tell that this is the first time Batman has done this.
Untested.
Like, he did not want to jump. And admittedly, he was right because he completely fucking flopped near the end there.
Oh, yeah, no, he fucking flapjacked. It came out of like a fucking Tony Hawk's Pro Skater fucking jackass scene. He just tumbled over a bus into the fucking ground. He fucking hit his head like 9 times, guaranteed.
How did he walk away from that?
How? I have no fucking clue. That armor is something else.
Damn.
That armor. Jose, don't be mad. I hate it when we argue, sweetie. Don't give me that silent treatment, please.
No, for real, because it's getting to midnight and I gotta step outside.
Oh,
So
Jose freaking
don't
stepped
just
out. Oh,
leave
come on, what
Juan
the hell?
talking here by himself.
Seriously, Jose, you don't actually have to step out of the chat. What the fuck?
Wow. Did he really?
He'll come back.
Jesus.
He'll come back. It's okay.
So yeah, Batman fucking flops it and proceeds to eat 3 feet of asphalt to his butthole before he leaves.
Mm-hmm. And it's fucking hysterical. He meets back up with Gordon at the construction site where the bat signal's at. And Gordon's like, okay, for the record, you could have pulled your punch. I did. All right, so what do we do? We're gonna track down the Penguin. We're gonna find out whether or not if he was the rat who sold out the police. If he knows anything about the Riddler, if we catch him on this, he'll be able to lead us to who the Riddler might be. And then comes the most beautiful car chase ever. It's fucking hysterical.
Yeah,
It's
the
fucking
good
beautiful
shit.
because what's his face? Penguin is meeting up with folks at the docks of Gotham, and Gordon's tailing him, and Gordon's over here catching him like, wait a minute, what the fuck? And he sees like, wait a minute, the Penguin's over here running the fucking drug ring that we broke down, one of the biggest, most historic successes of Gotham PD was fucking nothing because Penguin's still running it now. What the fuck?
We got a problem.
You got
We
a
gotta
serious fucking
fix
problem.
the problem. Intrinsically, around that point, Selena has decided that yes, we do in fact have a problem, and is going to take matters into her own hands, roughly around the same time that Batman shows up to take matters into his own hands.
And that's when the fucking madness comes in. Selena originally just thinking to fucking rob the Penguin and rob his drug operation. And one of the bags that she grabs happens to be a body bag. It's her friend. She dead.
Yeah.
Monica.
Oops.
She's fucking dead.
Time to listen. I'm sorry, but Monica was like hot and Russian and a loose end, and we're only allowed to have like a prerequisite number of hot women in the average Hollywood movie. She was one too many. We had to kill her. I'm sorry.
God damn.
Nobody wanted to do it, but she had to go. Okay, it was too much.
It was unnecessary death, but that's where the madness comes in, and that's where Batman's brand new fucking Dodge Charger Challenger of a motherfucking Batmobile shows up. Oh my god! There's a beautiful shootout to begin with, between Penguin's men and Gordon. Yes, Gordon's there. Remember, he's still a cop. And
Poor man, much to his regret, is still in this movie.
He's trying so hard not to get tangled up with supervillains and super crime, but nope. He lives in Gotham. God almighty.
Sorry, suffer as you must.
Like, for real, Jose, get back on. I know he's watching. Come on, Jose.
No worries. I'll be leaving soon, too, so he'll have all the stage to himself as he wants. That being said, though, I must comment, I cannot get over how much I love the new Batmobile design. I was one of the people that just didn't care for the Tumbler. I get it. I understand why it's there, but I never liked it in general. The shape felt too rough, too heavy, too massive to ever consider a proper vehicle. But this one, I think it lands a nice balance between like a sports car. It's basically a souped-up muscle car. Let's be honest. It's a Trans Am with a rocket engine at the back.
Actually, yes, it is. It looks like it's like a Dodge Challenger or something, like a freaking race car of doom, a dragster kind of looking car. No, not a dragster, not a drag car, not a drag racer. But no, it looks like a fucking race car of death. And it sounds like one. The fucking roar of that fucking rocket engine is fucking terrifying as shit. And I'm living for it. I'm over here living for that shit. So we have
you start to like move a little forward, stall 3 feet, and everybody just goes, okay, time to run.
It's fucking madness at that point. That's where we have this beautiful car chase scene going through. Penguin's outrunning this guy. He's trying to shoot him out, and this thing is taking bullets like nobody's business. It's taking bullet shots, but it's not penetrating through. It's still heavily armored. It's still heavily fortified here. So we don't know what's going to happen with this Batmobile. But he manages to outstrip Batman, and he manages to cause a massive train wreck of a fucking car crash behind him. And the Penguin is laughing.
I don't like. That's one complaint I have about the film. They never took him to task for that. Like, he probably killed a few dozen, like 6, 5, 7 people he killed by doing that shit.
Oh yeah, no, they didn't fucking take Penguin on that shit. That's
you would
like
think
one of those.
that they'll be like, by the way, you're arrested, going to jail now.
Like that's one of those like, it's a miracle no one was killed lines. Like, but come on, how the hell did anybody who wasn't Batman or Penguin survive that fucking shit? How? I need to know.
I'm pretty sure they didn't. The movie just sort of ignored it. That part was bugging me. I'm like, hey guys, listen, I know he was running away from you, but this guy just caused an industrial truck to crash into like 3 other trucks. Those guys are dust.
They're fucking gone. They're fucking smoldering ash is what they are at that point. And it's fucking terrifying too, because the chase scene, like the way you showed it being, the way you described it being filmed, Angel, you were right on point. It was like, it was intense because you see everything from Batman's view is head on, and you get to see him just a fucking piercing fucking bolt of determination. And Penguin, you see it from behind the back of his head, looking back, and you see him only from the rear view mirror, only his reflection from there, and you see the explosion of all the shit from that reflection of that rear view mirror, and you see him like, yeah, that's what you got, you son of a bitch. I got you.
I got you. I got you.
No, he didn't get you.
And of course, we get to see the scene from the trailer where the Batmobile comes flying out of the flames. Honestly, that's the best scene in the movie to me. Rolling out of the flames, hits the other car so hard that it flips like enough times to recreate 3 cutscenes from GTA, falls upside down, and we get to see that really, really cool shot of the upside down Batman walking through the flames, slowly approaching Penguin, who is trying desperately not to soil his britches. It's great. It's great. Wonderful stuff.
That cuts to an interrogation scene out somewhere in the fucking boonies. Batman's bound, Penguin's feet are bound. I mean, Batman bound the Penguin's hands and feet, and that's where Gordon and Batman interrogate him, and that's where they fucking find out like what's going on over here, and it's like and part of the riddle that was left on there involved in Spanish la rata alada. You are el rata alada. And it was
one
that just plays to one of the best fucking lines, one of the best fucking jokes, and what's his face? Batman and Gordon try to get Penguin like, what do you know about El Rata Alada? El Rata Alada? You want to know what that tells me about this guy? Is that he doesn't know shit about Spanish. That's the worst Spanish I've heard. It's La Rata Alada. That's Spanish.
For those of you who are not aware.
What's up, Angel?
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
And he's like, you know what that means? That's the Spanish is supposed to be a feminine language on there. That's gendered language on there. So la rata alada, la. So whoever wrote this shit doesn't know how to write Spanish at all. But you know what rata alada means? A rat with wings. You know what that means? A goddamn
what's a rat
bat.
with wings? A fucking bat. See. This is the part I like because you realize there is layers to this stupid joke. Obviously, Batman knows Spanish, and let's be honest, the whole audience immediately thought, wing rat, it's a bat. So he most likely thought so too, but he avoided it because it was the obvious answer. He's like, okay, I'm starting a crime scene, and we're looking for somebody who snitches. A rat. What's a rat that could fly? A stool pigeon. And I'm guessing that the Riddler made a dumb mistake or some shit. But no, the entire thing is based on the fact that the riddle is played by the sound of the words. the mistake is intentional. You are el rata alada. URL, like an internet domain, which is used to find the website. And Batman didn't catch it because he thought the Riddler made a mistake on purpose, or because he thought the Riddler fucked up or hid the answer. Basically, he almost missed the clue of the case because he didn't think of the simple solution.
Which is where he goes into this URL, rataalada.com.
Good
All right,
stuff.
I'm back.
All
Hey,
right.
welcome back.
Zay, I'm sorry that we fought.
I'm sorry, I accidentally overshadowed your voice. I didn't mean to do so.
No, it's okay. I heard you guys talking about the scene where Batman just proved that he's stupid about learning Spanish, just as Angel doesn't know how to speak fluent English. So go on.
Angel
It's not his fault. His parents died before they could teach him Spanish.
Oh, he'll use. Oh, what? It's not his fault. His parents died. Come on. That is the
Damn.
lamest excuse.
Yeah,
Well, there we
Angel,
go.
that's a cheap dodge. What the fuck? Oh
At
yeah,
least it's
sure.
At least it's not a cheap shot like the one that killed them.
Which
Oof.
one? There were 2 shots.
Yeah, no,
Exactly.
there were more than 2 shots. How many times have they done the fucking parents dead thing?
Enough.
Enough times that we didn't need it for this one, which I'm glad for. So they go in. So what's his face? Batman uses Gordon's laptop to go on URL rataalada.com, which is a legitimate website. Rata Alada.
Someone has too much time on their hands to make that
No,
website.
Jose, that's not too
If
much
the
time
movie
on their
didn't-
hands.
no.
You know what that is? That is, I kid you not. That is, I kid you not. That is a viral marketing website over here. Go fucking figure. Ha! They took it down. They took down the website. It went to that website and it's like, oh, this website is currently not available.
Womp womp.
They knew.
But
They
they
knew.
had some what do you call it? They had some viral marketing stuff on that website. It was scary shit. I loved it. But anyway, it turns out to be a chat between Batman and Riddler, and they talk and they discuss in the chat, and they realize, oh shit, there's more to this shit going on. I want you to go where the orphans died or whatever. Like, okay, we're gonna go to the old orphanage here.
He told Batman to follow the White Rabbit. Oh wait, that's the chat from the Matrix.
Damn it. I mean, actually, you noticed that on that moment we see a brief moment of vulnerability from the Riddler itself. Up until this point, the Riddler, aside from that part where he lost his shit at the guy with the Ring of Destruction, has been more or less in control of the situation. But the moment Batman chances a little too closely when he mentions something about orphans, the guy cuts off the conversation immediately. And that's when you can tell. That's the first hint of the Riddler's true identity, because the Batman unwillingly, through his deductive reasoning, got way too close for comfort there.
Yeah, that is true.
Holy shit. Okay, ratalada.com is still up. And actually has
I'm sorry. I keep laughing every time you say Rata Alana. It sounds like something you name a dish.
No, you want to know what's the real creepy
You
thing?
want some ratalada? We got some good shit for dinner.
It's got it set at loading 77% complete. Some folks actually deciphered it over there, but we'll get to that another time over here.
Wow, this Rata Alana tastes great, man. Can I get some guano juice to go with it?
Oh, yeah, dude. We got pulp and on pulp. Fair warning, the pulpy one may give you rabies.
We're going batshit with these jokes, Juan.
Oh, Christ.
God damn it! So they went ahead and they go into the orphanage. It turned out to be being used by homeless folks.
And shove that new mic up your ass while you're at it.
No, my ass doesn't sound as good as my throat.
By the way, Jose, plot twist: this blue mic was really your black mic.
Oh, shit.
How dare you sully my mic with your peasant hands?
Oh, damn.
How?
Shit, bro.
I'm not touching that microphone, am I?
I didn't realize this man came back with like levels in elitism. I always knew he would become too strong.
I mean, Juan did name me king earlier this year, so if you want to blame someone, blame him.
There's a reason I don't believe in royalty, so I can avoid situations like this.
And for the record, Tracy, Rata Alata means rat with wings. Winged rat.
Yeah, wing rat. Everybody in the audience thought, yeah, he's talking about bats. But Batman himself skipped over that one and he just connected it to the case. What's a rat? Somebody who snitches. Flying rat.
Also called a stool pigeon.
Aha. So, yeah, Batman messed up because A, his Spanish wasn't good, and B, he missed the forest for the trees. He genuinely missed the blatant clue in front of him because he was thinking there was more to it. That was very clever of them.
So what do you call it? They go into the orphanage over here, this abandoned orphanage, and someone's actually set up a projector inside a big hall room there. And the projector is showing a 20-year-old video of Dr. Thomas Wayne announcing his mayoral candidacy to a choir of angelic children singing Ave Maria.
A little on the nose, but, well, to be fair, we sing...
Remember that song, it is important.
To be fair, we've seen politicians do far more shameless
times
things.
in the movie.
Yep. It's almost like a leitmotif.
Leitmotif, yep. Which is actually,
yeah,
no, it's creepy as hell because the Riddler's leitmotif sounds like Ave Maria, but it's very distorted.
It is. It is. It's literally Ave Maria with some parts reversed and slowed down.
Dun, 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 dun.
Cool stuff.
So they go to it, and he's like, "Wait a minute, what the hell's happening here? Why are this guy talking about Thomas Wayne? Oh no, unless he's talking about the next person that he's targeting, and he's sees like sins of the father written all over the fucking walls there. It's like, oh shit, he's gonna target Bruce Wayne, and Gordon figures that out too.
2 + 2 is fish. Oh shit, I gotta go home and save that fish. Wait, that fish is me.
Wait, but that means, there's nobody else home. He's going to have sent something to my home. The only person there would be Alfred. Oh shit.
Oh my god. I have to save him from the fish bomb.
Fish bomb? What the fuck? Fish
Yeah,
bomb.
you know, he sent him a packet of goldfish. The snack starts miles back.
Oh fuck, it is horrifying too. Because you see Batman, you see he was chasing and running down. He's trying to get to Alfred, no one answers. And he's like, the one little maid lady who works at his at Wayne Mansion or whatever. She's like, I'm so sorry, sir, but this happened 20 minutes ago.
Oh, that's the worst. The realization that by the time he figured it out,
you don't pay attention to the clock. I'm just saying.
Did you just?
Oh, I mean,
oh my god,
tragic.
You motherfucker! People die. Joe, he was on the clock. And man, you can't just go save people on company time. That's gonna cut in our profits.
It's terrible, man. So Alfred is caught in a bomb blast. Fucking is hospitalized. Riddler then leaks evidence to the world that Thomas Wayne, who was running for mayor, had actually found that that a journalist had found out some disturbing evidence about Martha Wayne. Did they fucking put down that Martha was part of the Arkham family?
No,
right?
She was a victim of heavy abuse by her mentally ill mother, the likes of which unfortunately got worse after Dear Mama killed Dear Papa and then killed herself. As a result, Martha Wayne, in her youth and during a certain aspect of her adulthood, spent quite a few years in and out of psychiatric wards due to mental stability.
That was her connection
the journalist,
to Arkham. There we go.
Yeah. And the journalist, who was basically a filthy piece of shit, started digging out information on Vern and threatening her privacy, which once again leads to this very human moment from Thomas Wayne. He didn't want to go this far. He just wanted to protect his wife's private history. Like, that's really it. Like, we get this connection built up between him and Falcone this entire time, but then turns out that we got baited. It has nothing to do with business or ill-gotten money. It was just a desperate husband trying to protect the reputation of his wife. That's it.
And apparently Thomas had this is the really scary part of it all. What's his face? All this stuff leaks out. Bruce goes to the nightclub now, not Batman, Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
He shows up after this information is leaked out, and he goes to speak with Falcone. He goes to speak with him, and in that very calm and quiet, horrifying mobster voice that John Turturro put out, he's like, your father, he was looking out for your mother, and, well, of course, this guy was dirty. This guy had business that didn't belong to him, and so he came to me for help. And I helped your father out. He loved your mother very much, and he would do anything for her.
I want to comment on something, man. This performance from Falcone is so goddamn well from John Turturro, like in complete contrast to the attitude and the demeanor from Falcone in Batman Begins.
Not really, more just fleshed out.
Well, yeah, it's more fleshed out, but I'm saying it's opposite in terms of, the Falcone from the Batman Begins was more like, he wasn't super aggressive, but like he was aggressive to a point, just to send a message, to make a statement. Like in the first scene, in his first encounter with Bruce Wayne in a flashback scene, where he points a gun at him in a fucking restaurant, and he literally said, I wouldn't have a hesitation to blow your ass right in front of them. That is the power of fear.
Yeah, I remember that. It's like, take a look around here, Mr. Wayne. You got a couple off-duty cops, some civil clerks over here, and a judge. Now, I wouldn't have a second's hesitation of blowing your brains out right here, right now, in front of all of them. That's power you can't buy. That's the power of fear.
Yeah, Falcone, like in that portrayal, he's basically he fucking had to make a statement to Bruce Wayne. And here, in this conversation, like even if the subject wasn't about the father, he doesn't have to make the statement. That's how fucking great this version is.
Yeah, this version of Falcone feels colder, very manipulative. Notice that the moment that Bruce comes to him, Falcone zeroes in on the fact that Bruce is emotionally compromised, and he starts manipulating the conversation and wording the sentence in a way that makes him look, not quite, but almost as if his dad ordered Falcone to kill him. He conveniently omits a couple of details here, doesn't quite say something, doesn't quite say something else. He just implies and lets Bruce's damaged mind come up with the rest of the scenario. He's a cold, meticulous man.
He is a bad, horrifying motherfucker, and it's incredible. It is so fucking good.
Getting shivers right now.
Yeah, and so after he goes to see Falcone, he goes to the hospital to go and visit Alfred. I need 2 seconds here, gents.
Oh, okay.
No, you guys keep talking.
Juan's left. Now we can start drinking.
Not so fast, boys.
Thank you.
Shit. Hi, K-Storm.
Hi, Angel.
Not much. How you doing, Chief?
How are you doing today?
I poured him some water, and now I'm going to go sing karaoke. Have fun talking.
Never forsake your hydration.
Thank you for that. I literally just needed to wet my whistle. And since K-Storm is camera shy, I wanted to hide the camera from her.
Juancho, shame on you. What about think about what you're saying on YouTube. You could get us fucking pulled down.
What?
I know. How dare you show a woman on the channel? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Wet my whistle. We don't use such phrases. My God, think of the children.
Filthy shit.
What children? This is an 18+ channel.
Yeah,
Do you honestly think that
if
ever
there's
stopped
anything
them?
we've learned from our last live stream, age really doesn't matter.
No, I remember there
Yeah.
was some random kid who showed up on our stream, and I had to boot him.
Bro, come on. Parents don't raise their children anymore. Parents are dumb.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. So, Bruce confronts Alfred at the hospital and tells him, like, I know what happened. What the hell? Like, what the hell, Alfred? And Alfred clears the shit up. He's like, no, listen, you have to understand. Your father didn't have that man killed. Your father wanted, he's human. He had a moment of weakness. He went to Falcone in order to try to get this guy to back down. He wasn't trying to have the man killed, and Falcone was waiting after that time that he pulled a bullet from Falcone's body, like, because that was the talk that they had at the dude's funeral. Like, he was waiting for a way to try to get Bruce, get the Wayne family in his pocket, and this was the moment that he was waiting for. But he also knew that he would never have approved of having that guy killed. So Falcone did, very likely did the only thing that he could have done. He silenced your father. He silenced him, and he had him killed. Either him or some other random thug, I don't know, but it's too convenient. Your father...
At the beginning, Falcone wanted a hook over Bruce Wayne's Thomas Wayne. He wanted something to hold him in exchange for saving his life. But after a while, he probably decided, nah, this is too close. Can't have that. He's got to go.
Eek. Popped.
Damn.
And just this beautiful moment of unity between Bruce and Alfred is just like Bruce has his world torn asunder thanks to the shit with the Riddler, and he's trying like hell to make shit make sense, and it's thanks to Alfred who puts this stuff back into perspective. Like, no, your father really was a good man. He did not get himself involved with the mob for like murder and money and all that shit. No, he was trying to protect your mother because her privacy was fucking threatened on this stuff. And of course, it was an election year. He was trying to get some self-control, and he paid for it with his life.
Pretty much. He made it very clear that Thomas Wayne wasn't trying to look out for himself. He was, like you said, looking out for his family.
That's right.
And also just proves that, hey man, nobody's perfect.
Yeah, no, that's it. They just showed that the parent as people. Thomas Wayne was a man who was desperate to protect his loved one, and unfortunately, he paid for it real hard. It's also a pretty good way to set us up to fool the audience into believing, wait a second, what if that guy survived? What if that journalist is like the Riddler? What if Falcone couldn't finish the job? It builds, obviously it doesn't turn out the case, but it builds up pretty quickly to it. Like the first thing you see is, wait a second, what if it was that guy? Because it connects, it fits with the motivation.
Mm-hmm. That's where we have this beautiful little moment where Alfred, in his desperation to try to help Bruce make sense of this stuff, you see him reach out to Bruce while he's vulnerable, and he can only tell Bruce the truth. And Bruce, for the first time, actually treats Alfred with more than just, you're a dude watching my shit, you're a dude holding my company together, and takes his hand again.
Dude, that was one of the nicest moments in the movie. When you see when it clicks, you know?
The heart of that. You dare not say that superhero movies are not cinema? That was cinema right there, man.
This is Kino.
Fucking incredible, man. At that point, so Catwoman tries to reach back out to Batman. Yeah, Selena, she reaches it back out. Like, she kept the contacts. She kept the fucking contact lens.
Well, yeah, she wasn't that mad at him.
Yeah, no, she fucking kept it, but like she left a sign over it, like, "Hey, Batman, I need your help." Like, "Hey, Vengeance, are you there?"
She calls him Vengeance.
I know,
Well,
right?
he calls himself Vengeance. So yeah.
No. He says he's Vengeance, but that's the only time he said it. She calls him Vengeance like 7 times. It's adorable.
It's adorable. It's so like, it's that little playfulness of Selena Kyle that you get out of that. I'm like,
That's pretty awesome. Also, of course, she'll keep the lenses. Just because they had one fight, that doesn't mean that she's lost perspective.
She's got a brain.
That's true. And what's her face? She got a hold of the bat signal, and her and Gordon and Batman and Gordon show up. They're like, "Wait, you didn't light this up? No, I thought you did. Oh shit, who the hell's up there?" They find out it's Selena, and she's got that one crooked cop that was harassing them. That was harassing them at the police station. Turns out he was part of the whole thing with the drug bust thing too. He was in on the whole mess as well. And she's like, "Oh my god, no! He also moonlights at the Iceberg Lounge as a bodyguard over there. He fucking had my my friend killed. Like, what the hell? How do you know that? I got a recording of him and Falcone on their on the line too. You got to be fucking kidding me." So she tries to have this So she tries to like kill this cop right in front of Gordon and Batman. They stop her. She gets away.
Pop a cat's ass.
They stop her. She gets away. But before that, they had a different meeting where she was trying to get Batman to help her get vengeance on Falcone for her, because it turns out he's not just a mob boss to her. He's not just a dude that she has a connection with, as was implied earlier. She's not a call girl to Falcone. She's his daughter.
Yep.
Bum, bum,
Illegitimate daughter at that.
bum.
It also puts a lot of scenes in context of how they treat each other. Because, let's be honest, she gets away with talking smack to him earlier, and you figure, why would Falcone accept disrespect from this person? And it also means that in some twisted way, he still cares about her. Maybe because she reminds her of her mom. Who knows? Because, let's be honest, a man like Falcone has the resources to get someone like her killed very quickly, very easily. The fact that he hasn't done anything to her yet means that in some twisted, sick way, he still holds affection for the girl. He still sees her as a daughter, even though she's clearly not sharing the sentiment. And that scene right there, I love this scene in particular too, because okay, a lot of my criticism of this movie is I love this scene, but this movie is PG-13. Like, it doesn't click into you until you finish watching it, but you barely see any blood or, like, injuries. Like, you get one F-bomb, right? Like, one fuck near the start.
Yeah, you did. Like, the one, what do you call it?
That's all
the
we
fucking
get.
commissioner looks at Batman and is like, "It's Halloween night. I guess this is your favorite time of year, huh? Well, happy fucking Halloween." Oh, there's our one fuck bomb. They got that in right at the beginning to get it out of the way.
Yeah, you get plenty of violence, but it's what you would call clean violence. No gore, barely any blood, especially considering that at the end, after Batman fights that one Riddler goon, that man's face would look like a modern art painting, but whatever. But the recording is the worst part, because you know what's happening, but you don't get to see it. And the sound just feeds your imagination. And it says something that after all the horrible murders the Riddler does, Falcone killing a single person somehow is more sinister, because...
And not even on screen.
It feels more like, down to earth.
Screen. That's what he fucking does.
Yeah, but we hear it. You hear it, and your imagination paints a picture far nastier than anything the camera could show you. That's the best part. That's how you get around the ratings to do good shit.
And this is where we get to things starting to pick up. The pace, the energy is starting to build up a little bit here in this climax. Selena is going back to the Iceberg Lounge. She's gonna fucking murder Falcone. Fucking, what do you call it? Batman needs to stop her. Gordon needs to get his men ready to help him out, because if they're going to finally bust Falcone, they've got the goods for it at long last. Falcone with a recording, and it was leaked out, and it was sent out again. So Falcone is done. He's finished. Whatever fucking what do you call it? Whatever fucking privacy or whatever like clout that he had in order to hide behind, it's fucking gone. He fucking murdered a chick. So what do you call it? Batman shows up in the
he committed murder and we got proof.
Mm-hmm. So Batman shows up in his Bruce Wayne incognito outfit, or whatever, you know, and he beans the fuck out of the fucking poor twin bouncers again, lock them out, and then he fucking goes into the first bathroom he can, changes into his bat suit. All the while, Selena in this fucking she's got her outfit, she's got herself dolled up. She's like, woe is me, Mr. Falcone, I'm in a lot of trouble and I don't know who to turn to. My friend is dead. You're the only person I know. They told that you're a very powerful man, you're a very important man, you need to help.
Playing with his feelings.
She's got a fucking gun waiting in her pocket, in her purse.
And the fact that he fell for that means that yes, his affection for her up to that point was genuine. He really believed that he was helping his baby girl.
Uh-huh.
He was not helping his baby girl.
He was not helping his baby girl at all. That's when she fucking...
Yep.
Like, she announced to herself when the lights fucking get shut off by Batman. She's like, hey, Daddy? I'm like, what? My mother was Helena Kyle. Remember her?
Shit.
You know, honey, if you've been in the business with me for a long time, you know, I've been with many honeys. I remember the one time I was in Quantico.
No, not Quantico, Jose. No.
Who are you? I am your daughter.
Transformers joke.
You are the man that effed my mom. Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Fucker.
Listen, there's a line a block and a half long to get a ride on my mustache. I can't sit down.
Seriously, honey, how do you think I earned the nickname Monkey Bone?
Oof.
Gross.
God damn it.
Why'd you have to do that, Jose?
You were waiting for that, weren't you?
No, I really
yes,
wasn't.
I
Why would
was.
you do that to me?
I took a break from the stream and I came
Falcone,
back.
fucking Batman busts into the nightclub, and we have another beautiful one shot of Batman beating the shit out of goons in the pitch black, only illuminated by the muzzle flash.
That is so cool. That is so fucking cool. Bro, you know, okay, I know this is most likely a coincidence, but in the animated series, The Batman, the first episode featured a very similar scene, except that instead of guns, the guys had glowing yellow nunchucks. But the effect of the fight was the same. Just flashes with the fighting. I'm like, I don't know if that's a coincidence or if the director watched this show and wanted to take a cue from it, but nice.
Had to be a
Put it on a
coincidence.
shirt.
It had to be a coincidence on there. These folks don't like to watch cartoons for children.
I don't know. This movie felt like it embraced the comic book part of the franchise pretty well.
So what's his face? They managed to catch. They managed to catch Selena in time before killing this dude. She realizes that she can't fucking kill him, not because she doesn't love him. No, not because she loves him or anything. No. He's like, no, I'm not a fucking murderer. I'm not gonna cross that line because of this piece of shit. No matter how bad of a piece of shit he is.
That line from Batman was pretty good. Like, you already paid enough. What was that he said to her?
Like, you don't throw your life away. You're already paid, and don't pay for his crimes with your life. You paid enough already.
That was so good.
That was really cool. I liked it.
Oh man,
I like that. That for all the rage and fury this Batman has, he still keeps a core tenet of his character. We got a little funny moment at the start of the movie when Gordon breaks in and nudges at Batman, and Batman goes, "No guns." And Gordon is like, "That's not your thing, man." And Batman doesn't really argue because he understands that, yeah, not everybody has this moral code and not everybody's dressed in armor that can withstand fire at close range.
and explosions.
That too. I told you, he's immune to effect damage.
It's fucking crazy, and it's so fucking beautiful at that point. He he walks Falcone out in cuffs. Waiting for him outside is Gordon right at the door. Like, you're under arrest, Carmine Falcone. He's like, are you kidding me? You know who you're talking to? I'm your boss. You work for me. Like, I own this city. I own all of it. You work. You and all the rest of the police work for me. He opens up the doors, and you see a whole slew of cops, all in uniform, all ready to take this guy down. Looks like, I guess not everybody works for you, Falcone. And Penguin's already cuffed next to him. It's like, motherfucker, I can't believe this guy. And he's about to.
I actually like that part.
It's like that, and that's like. You remember when we talked about this last Saturday, there were fucking people complaining that the Batman is too pro-cop. It's propaganda.
Oh, God, I hate that. Yeah, we need to address this right now and make it clear for these idiots.
Have they forgotten that one of the key principles of the lore of Batman is that, yes, while the city is corrupt and rotten to the core, and there's so many fucking people on the take, that there are still good people in Gotham? There are still good people, even good cops? Go fucking figure.
Yeah.
As rare as they are in real life, they're even rarer in Gotham. But they exist, and they're there. They answer
the whole
Gordon's
point
call.
of that aspect of the movie is the fact that Gordon, and to a lesser extent all those other cops, are good people who are just trying to protect and serve. That despite the sheer wave of corruption and filthy horseshit that dwells in the depths of Gotham, there's still good figures of authority. That not everybody is corrupted and fucked up. How do they watch this shit and they miss such a simple point? How?
At this point, I think it's just those as angry, stupid fans that are looking for something to get mad about.
Yeah, Ezra West is correct. Penguin wasn't cuffed. You're right. He wasn't
that's
cuffed,
right,
but
because
he was about to be detained and all that.
No, not even. When you think about it, when it comes to Falcone's business, Penguin became an unwitting accessory. That's why he was so pissed off. He really was trying to run the club legally, and Falcone was basically doing shady shit behind his back. That's why he was trying to pull the gun on him. He felt betrayed. He's like, this motherfucker used me for character development.
Oh my God. I was used in a subplot! Yeah!
No wonder he was so angry. He basically went, the person that I trusted to keep my ass clean out of the fire was perfectly happy to throw me under the bus when shit went down. Because let's be honest, if it came down to it, Falcone would very quickly dump the blame on Penguin and run if he could.
Maybe. No, you're probably right about that. No, he would have done that without a second thought because Falcone was the one who was the rat, who was the stool pigeon and all this. He was the one who set up Salvatore Maroni. He in the drug bust. He was the one who set up the infrastructure in Gotham's criminal underworld, where after Thomas Wayne got killed, they seized the Project Renewal Fund that was like the charity fund for public works and everything that the Wayne family was funding, and they took that money and used it to buy Gotham out, and that's how Falcone stayed in the shadows and just did his fucking business as the veritable crime boss of all of Gotham. And then he got killed by the Riddler with a sniper rifle.
Oh yeah, by the way, 360 no scope, hashtag 420 get good scrub, mom get the camera. YOLO.
What the
Well, I
fuck?
mean, on the plus side, at least he didn't get scarecrowed, right?
What?
Thankfully,
was
no.
that meant to be a pun? No.
If it was not intentional.
Holy
This man doesn't know whether he's making puns or not. It's like a superpower now.
He doesn't know when he's punning or not anymore. He's
I know
transcended
how anticlimactic it
barriers.
was too. Like, Falcone doesn't even get a chance to say any last words. He just, that. Like, in a way, it's even worse this way because he doesn't get to face justice. He just gets to die, which also, of course, highlights the flaw on the Riddler's philosophy. He's so obsessed with revenge that he has forgotten the meaning of justice. He just wants to kill people to feel better about himself.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And what's crazy is that almost immediately after they find where the Riddler shot him from, they go up in there and they're like, oh my God, this was the Riddler's fucking hideout all along, right across the street from the fucking Iceberg Lounge. And it looks like, oh God, that fucking apartment. Jesus Christ. Insert stereotypical serial killer, psycho fucking murder house stuff here. It's like everything you can have, like fucking newspaper clippings, journals written in ciphers, a fucking cage with rats in it, and a bat apparently. Remember, that'll be important. And all of his work, all of his shit, his little camera where he did his live stream on twitch.tv/the Riddler, haha, question mark, exclamation mark. Yeah, yep. I'm still going to say it was Twitch, even though we're live streaming on Twitch. Okay.
It was Twitch, but it disguised itself as a category that nobody watches, so people just ignored it.
So gaming.
Exactly. Ugh.
Oh.
I just took emotional damage from that.
Emotional damage. That's 2 now. So, they find the Riddler's lair.
Damage.
You're having too much fun with the vocoding, man. So,
yes.
So fucking what's his face? After they fucking after they track down the Riddler's fucking hideout, it is literally just an anonymous tip who caught like, oh, I saw somebody leave this building. They're hiding out at a diner. What? Is literally just an anonymous tip that gets the Riddler caught. And
how do we know it wasn't his tip? Like, he's already done. He succeeded, or at least he believes he succeeded in his plan. What safer play to be than in jail, away from Batman, away from the cops, away from anyone that might want to take revenge of him? How do we know that wasn't his tip?
Maybe.
I'm just saying.
Right about that. But in any case, he shows up at this diner. He's got a coffee, like a cappuccino, or whatever, and these fucking people are fucking nailing him. And this is where we see Paul Dano's fucking acting really come through, and it is fucking freaky as shit. Now you have to understand, this dude, oh my God, the way he acted was incredible. It was fucking insane. Like, just the first little bit that you see of him was with his big, clear framed glasses, looking right up at Gordon. I just ordered myself a slice of pumpkin pie. And they fucking...
Fuck you, get on the ground.
Yep, they fucking grab him, they fucking haul him away, take him to Arkham. Yeah, they take him to Arkham there. Straight out. Like, okay.
By the way, Arkham, here we go.
And while he was doing all this stuff, the police are all going through his shit. They're going through all of his evidence and all that. And what's his face? That's where they find. That's where they find out. That's where they find out that he knows who Batman is, but Bruce is the only one who puts it together. Bruce is legitimately the only one who put it together. He saw that Riddler has been tracking clippings of the Batman, been tracking stuff of Bruce Wayne, and he's like... And you see Gordon's taking a very suspicious phone call while that's happening. Uh-huh. And he's looking right at the guy. He's like, okay. All right. Okay, it looks like we're gonna need to get some help over at the election headquarters because our new mayor just got elected. I'm still like, that's still sad how they had that election despite that one of them is dead, but whatever.
Politics, my man. Even in Gotham, fucking politics.
God, no, like I'm just reminded of this fucking thing. Oh God, oh my God! I just realized, legitimately, the gag from Million Ways to Die in the West happened in the fucking movie. That is our mayor. He is dead. He has been lying there dead for 3 days, and no one has done a thing. Replaced him, not looked after his death, not looking appointed temporary appointee. Even moved his body. For the last 3 days, the highest ranking official in Gotham City has been a dead guy. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh, there's wolves of the proletariat of Gotham are clawing and gnawing at his body. That's to illustrate the point. Bye! Bye, Mr. Mayor, bye! Have fun becoming wolf shit, bye! God!
This is Gotham, a broken, dirty piss hole where dreams come to die.
Oh my God!
Hey, why don't you shut up?
You shut up!
And then Angel gets randomly thrown out of the window.
Defenestration is
No, I get tossed into Arkham. Unfortunately, this is the part where I had to toss myself out of this conversation. It's already a little past midnight, and unfortunately, job waits not for me.
No, I hear you, Jose. I mean, I hear you, Angel. Folks, if you want to catch more of Angel, sadly, he will not be joining us this weekend. So Los Amigos Play is taking a weekend off. But hopefully, you'll be back next week, right?
Of course, I will try to do so as quickly as possible. I'm moving to a new place, so I got a lot of crap to move around and boxes to fill up. Nonetheless, thank you, both of you, for having me here today, and I look forward to when we can once again play video games and shh.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. And I do apologize for being aggressive earlier before I stepped out, Angel.
That is your charm.
Do we really want to call it a charm if it becomes an albatross?
Yes. If it worked for the clown posse, then it'll work for you.
You mean the insane clown posse?
Magnets. How the fuck do they work?
Okay, yeah, Angel having way too much.
You're having too much fun.
All right, folks. It's been good. Have a nice day. See ya.
All right, get some rest, Angel. See you later. Keep us apprised of how you're doing over there, okay?
Will do.
All right, love you, brother. Have a good night. All right, so now we're about to get to the climax on here. Shit's crazy. Gordon got a call, and apparently the call is from Arkham. They're saying, Riddler wants to talk with you, Batman. Only you. So he fucking shows up at Arkham.
Oh, yeah. This is it. The one-on-one confrontation between Batman and the Riddler.
Mm-hmm. And it's fucking horrifying because Riddler is... you're not the only one that has to go. Tracy also had to go. Thanks for the show. Not a problem, Tracy. You have a good night. And Ezra West, who said, I think his final moment, he realized that Batman is Bruce. Maybe. Yeah, because, what it boils down to is that he's talking to Batman as if he knew, and it sounded like he knew that it was Bruce Wayne, but he really didn't outright say it. He's also over there like fucking talking about how no one understands what actual orphaning means, not even the mighty Bruce Wayne, because being an orphan means that you had to be in a shitty orphanage where in the winter it was so cold that some of the younger babies died, and you had rats gnawing on your fingernails at night. You don't know the truth. And he was like fucking wild on it. And he's also saying like, I'm going to I'm going to leave behind a greater legacy than you could ever hope for, Batman. And that's when he's Batman's like, what have you done? What have you done? No one's going to remember what you've done. You're a murderer. You're a filth. You're nothing. And freaking Paul Dano brought the extra crazy, the mania. He brought that shit down when he freaked out. He's like, no. You wanted to tear this whole place down. I was inspired by you. In order to bring real change to Gotham. No, it's not supposed to be like this. You're supposed to understand. And he's like screaming. Ah! And it's like, I was seriously like, okay, maybe I should not take my child to this movie. Yeah,
let's wait until he's at least 13.
No, that's too soon. Still too soon. No.
Why? Wait till he's 16. Jesus.
Maybe 15. But like,
maybe 15.
like that's when he's like, no, this is going to be a fucking disaster. And like, okay, so Riddler is having a spaz attack. He's fucking lost it. Batman goes back to the scene of the crime, or rather to Riddler's hideout, and he's trying to see if there's any other evidence or anything else that he could do. But that's when he is met by that same one mustachioed fucking officer, Martinez or whatever. My brain was initially thinking like, oh my god, he's part of the Riddler's thing. He was there at all the crime scenes. He knows. I was over here suspecting this one fucking cop. Like, no, he doesn't know. He's just there guarding the crime scene. And and he lifts up this piece of evidence on there that was left for Batman. And it was this tool it was a lifting tool for carpet. It's like, wait, what the hell? How do you know? Oh, my dad, he does carpeting and upholstery. That's used for applying carpets onto the ground when it's glued down, or lifting them up. And so that's when Batman's like, wait, what the fuck? He moves aside and he sees that the floor has an embedded carpet in the apartment. He uses it, lifts it, they rip the carpet up, and that's where you see little lights blinking in a circle. And a phrase, well, I don't remember what it was, like a new future or a new start or something like that, something demented. And that's when they're like, oh, wait a minute. Riddler has all his fucking videos saved here except for one that's password protected. Let's go ahead and enter this into the password. And that's when he realized, oh, wait a minute. Oh, fuck. This video is a confession. It's not just a confession, it's a recording of the live stream where Riddler's saying that he set up car bombs all along the Gotham Bay, like all along Gotham's breakwaters barriers. And he's also got a bunch of followers all planning on joining him in taking down the rest of Gotham. Because what would happen is that once all those bombs went off, the island in Gotham City would flood. And the only safe place, the only safe shelter would be the arena at the center of Gotham City, which is where the new mayor, is having her election victory speech. So while people are trying to flee the floodwaters, whoever doesn't make it out is going to go towards higher ground and is going to go towards that building. And that's where these Riddler followers are all going to fucking shoot everyone up and fucking murder everyone left there.
Oh man, right there, like I actually commented on Angel, like when the soon-to-be mayor was going to make her speech, like I immediately told him, like, oh, okay, yeah, she's gonna get shot and killed, she's gonna die. And then we see the scene where the sniper pulls the trigger, like shoots her. I was like, before I realized it, I thought like, oh shit, I was just joking. They actually killed her.
Oh yeah, no, we thought that they killed her, but thankfully no, it was a shoulder shot. So go fucking figure. These people who fucking like brand themselves as revolutionaries and get themselves made up in Riddler costumes just like him with the fucking trash bag looking face motherfuckers, they're shit shots. They're all fucked in the brain, but they're shit shots.
Oh my goodness.
It's fucking horrifying. Okay.
It is.
I gotta say, for the record, no, we're not actually saying that Twitch was responsible for the evil chat videos of the Riddler. Obviously, that would be fucking horrifying. But what I was just saying that for the sake of like where it's like shorthand. It's not really Twitch who's doing it. It's actually just like Angel said, is like a private stream. So the car bombs went off. Batman didn't catch it in time. There was no way he could have prevented it. And the city of Gotham starts flooding upwards. People are racing in towards the arena. And while they're racing in, these Riddlers are shooting at people, or trying to like gun people down with like assault rifles, AR-15s, fucking hunting rifles, fucking shotguns, and it's a wreck. So the only thing Batman can do at that point is try to save as many people as he can. Gordon got the mayor lady out of the way, and Batman starts beating the shit out of all these goons, out of all these folks, and that's where they're literally like trying to shoot him at point blank range, and that really shows like the resilience of this fucking armor that he's got. I can only imagine it weighs like 1,000,000 pounds, because that's the only way that he could take all those bullet hits and not fucking die, except of course for the shotgun at point blank range.
Yeah, like, yeah, it kind of makes you wonder how fucking durable is that fucking body armor, because we've seen Batman get shot before. And like, fuck, man.
It's so fucking wild. It's so fucking beautiful at the same time. But when he takes that one shotgun shot to the face, that's when like he's actually out cold and out for the count, and he's unconscious and he's like dizzy from like the concussive fucking harm that he's fucking taking. But at the last second, Selena saves him. She takes down the Riddler who's about to kill him. But the other Riddlers almost kill her. They beat the crap out of her, and she's trying to fend for herself. He's Batman's struggling to get himself up, but he pulls up a fucking adrenaline pen and injects himself right in the leg. I found it kind of creepy because the pen, the injection pen, was green. So I'm over here thinking like, oh shit, did he just use venom on himself?
Oh my god. That's funny.
Yeah, no, because the moment he hit that adrenaline shot in his leg, he was screaming and he fucking bodied all these fucking people. He fucking knocked the shit out of all these fucking Riddlers and knocked them all the fuck out. But that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough. It didn't end there. It didn't end with saving Selena. It didn't end with catching the Riddler or catching Falcone. No, it's worse because this fucking building is tearing apart from the destruction of all these guys, and the floor is already flooding, and there are people trying to get out from the floor and trying to get to higher ground, and there's loose electrical wiring and all this other crazy shit going on. So Batman does the only thing he can do to try to save people from being electrocuted to death. He grabs the cable, he jumps on it, he cuts the cable with one of the Batarang blades on his fucking chest, cuts it, and lets himself drop. And he still survives that.
Jesus Christ, man! I don't have any. But wait, no. But then again, we've seen Batman fall before and get back up.
Yeah, no, we have. But then again, this is still like there's only so much disbelief I'm willing to suspend for this shit. This is horrifying. Oh my!
Three
God.
words. Three words. Just 3 words. Comic book logic.
Okay, yeah. Comic book logic. So this is where like we have one more defining moment where Batman is going through the wreckage and he's going through the fucking through the stuff where what's his face? Some people, including the mayor lady and that same boy, that same little kid from the beginning of the movie, the former mayor's fucking orphaned child now, like now he lost his father. He's like all these people are trapped under some rubble over here. Batman is realizing that he needs to help lead these people out, because right before this electrical stuff happened and right before he fell, the cops are all getting down on these Riddlers and they're fucking unmasking him, especially the one that Angel mentioned that Batman punched to a bloody pulp. And they unmask the guy, and Gordon's like, who the hell is this? Who are you anyway? And the guy with a straight face looks up at Gordon, says, me? I'm Vengeance. And that
Oh, man. Yeah.
That fucking said Batman, like, I have made a terrible mistake. Oh, my God. Oh, my fucking God. This was not what I was trying to do. Fuck. And that's where he had to where, no, he has to be more than just vengeance. He has to be a symbol that Gotham can get behind, that Gotham can accept. A symbol of hope. And so he pulls out an emergency flare because it's pitch black in there, and he pulls the child out from the rubble because the child's the only one who's willing to take his hand. And he's literally leading the people of Gotham out of the darkness into the light. Quite fucking literally.
Man, I fucking love that scene.
And as a new dawn rises above Gotham, Batman has one last journal entry. Like, okay, the National Guard is coming in. Martial law has been declared on Gotham. We have to, people are going to be scared, and the corrupt and the criminally minded are going to try and take advantage of this. Nah, I need to be better than just vengeance. I need to be a symbol that the people of Gotham can look to and remember that they are protected, that this city belongs to them. Holy shit. And one of the two last scenes that we get, the first one is fucking Riddler in Arkham. And he's sharing cell space with someone else. With another person.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. Who shares his own riddle to Edward Nashton. The less of these you have, the more one is worth. What am I? A friend.
A friend. Oh my goodness.
Bingo.
Oh my god.
And they both share a hearty, hysterical, fucking manic laughter together.
I'm not gonna lie, this is the point where I started to get a little bit skeptic because, like, what? Well, like I said, a little. The only time I was let down about the Joker was Suicide Squad, and that was it. Since then, you know, they brought me back with Joaquin Phoenix.
Would you like to know? By the way, would you like to know who actually played the Joker in that one little moment?
Who?
You're not going to remember his name at all. His name is Barry Keoghan.
Okay. Has he been in any other roles that's of note?
He played Druig in Eternals.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the brain manipulator dude.
Oh my God. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, isn't it just?
Jesus, man. Now I'm just picturing him in clown makeup, making out with Makari. Jesus.
Ah, gross.
Yeah, I know.
Unseen Arkham prisoner. That's how he was credited here.
That is cool. I liked it. I like it a lot.
Fucking wild, man. Fucking wild is what it is. So at the end of it all, Batman and Selena Kyle meet at the graveyard where Selena's mother is buried. And there they have one last moment where they try to see whether or not if they could have a life together. In the aftermath, Selena basically says that Gotham is beyond saving, but Batman tells her that he has to stay and he has to try. And so
what a hero. But go on.
They part ways, and they're both on their own separate motorcycles. And as Selena Kyle leaves the city of Gotham to Bloodhaven to make a life for herself there, Batman rides forward into the night as the bat signal calls for him. And we're left with that. So that was the Batman, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, folks, everybody, anybody in between. In the time it took for you to listen to us ramble, it's been 2 hours and 44 minutes so far on this podcast. In the time it takes for you to listen to us talk about the Batman, you could have gone and watched the Batman. Go watch the Batman. What are you still doing listening to us for? Jose, final words. Anything you want to add?
It's definitely worth the money to go watch the Batman and to go watch it again. Trust me, if I had time and if I had the means, I would go watch it a second time. And if the numbers keep going up after the second weekend is over, like we'll know how much it made back, like from the box office. But yeah, no, it's not overstated to say that this is definitely one of the best Batman movies we have seen. And Robert Pattinson, he brings the character to life. I loved his portrayal of Batman, and this is a different version of Batman that we have seen compared to what we have seen before. This is a Batman, like you said, he's only been 2 years in this game, and he only has a one-track mind. He's only operating on one gear, and that one gear is vengeance. And I like that he goes through, the character development, as the movie progresses until near the end, when he realizes, oh shit, Batman needs to stand for something more than just vengeance. Fuck, man. And it's amazing. And as far as the other characters go, fuck, Zoe Kravitz and Selena Kyle. Folks, you won't believe this, and I've told this to Juan. Before Zoe Kravitz played the live version of Selena Kyle before she played Catwoman in the Batman, she actually voiced Catwoman in the Lego Batman movie. How's that for a fact, huh?
What?
Yeah, I kid you not. If you look up her IMDb page, she actually voiced the Catwoman before she played the role as Catwoman.
Go fucking figure. What are the odds?
She was made for this role. I like this. And as far as the portrayal of Jim Gordon goes, what was it played again by James White?
Jeffrey Wright, Jose.
Jeffrey Wright.
Jeffrey Wright.
Jeffrey Wright. Oh my goodness. He did pretty awesome. I liked his portrayal of Lieutenant Gordon. That was pretty cool. And as far as the villains go, fucking again, Colin Farrell. That fucking took me by surprise, man. That just means that they did a brilliant job. They did a great job in making Ozzy. And as for the Riddler, I can forgive the gimp mask look because they did everything else pretty solid.
Holy fuck.
I nearly nicknamed him the Gimpler.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. That's not my best joke. Oh, well.
No, that wasn't your best joke. All right.
I know. I think I've done enough. For every 10 really bad but funny jokes, I make one bad but not so funny one.
No, it's all right, Jose. It's late. And in all seriousness, we really ought to be wrapping up over here. I'm going to go ahead and wrap us up on this end.
Yeah, by all means. Actually, Juan, why don't you share your final thoughts on the movie?
All right. Yeah, gladly. It's my program. As far as the Batman goes, it was incredible. I just could not peel away from it. It was an incredible movie. It was well shot, well acted. Everybody and their mother who was involved in this brought their A game. And it was incredible. I cannot wait to see how the rest of this goes. They're planning on making more, obviously. It's only a matter of time. I'm just going to see how this Batman trilogy or film series plays out. And
yeah,
I wish I knew where this would go, but we have no idea where this goes. That's what I fucking love about it. I'm gonna fucking go ahead and wrap us up over here, Jose. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, we're wrapped up. We're done over here, folks. That's been our review of the Batman. Thank you very much for joining us. And like I said, this was absolutely spoilerific. Look at this shit. You have been warned. If you stuck around, you cannot blame us for not having been warned. You were warned duly and multiple times. Look at this shit. I can't make this any clearer. All right? Look at this mess. This cacophony of craziness, folks. Yeah, spoiler.
Cacophony. That's a nice word.
All right, so you were spoiled, and you were rightfully spoiled, and that's what we all get to get. All right, and folks, I want to thank you all very much for tuning in to this week's episode of The Black Files. I want to thank Jose Casabona, Angel Mendez for joining in on this. Be sure to tune in next week for our uncensored interview and review podcast, our uncensored, uncompromising podcast of the Ravens Flock. We are here live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, simulcasting on YouTube and Twitch. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to follow along on all updates of the Ravens Flock. Tune in tomorrow night for a much shorter, much more entertaining program, Wrestle Rewind, hosted by Jose Casabona, as he talks you through the best and worst of WWE's NXT 2.0, AEW Dynamite, and Impact Wrestling on Access TV. Until next time.
Sorry, I want to interject. The tomorrow night's episode might go a little bit longer. I'm going to be covering the main event for this year's AEW Revolution, which was on Sunday, March 6th, and the main event for Impact Wrestling Sacrifice, which was on Saturday, March 5th.
All right, no problem here, Jose. We're going to go ahead and we're going to, and I'm sure that folks who, if you enjoy watching professional wrestling or if you enjoy hearing us josh on it for fun, you can go ahead and tune in from there. We appreciate you all tuning in tonight. Until next time, continue to follow us all. Where is it? I had this over here. I had my plug thing straightened out. Give me a minute. Where did it go? Okay. I guess not. I guess I have to do it again some other time over here. Yep. I'm going to have to do it again. All right, folks. Let me see here. Yep. I have to do it again another time. So, speak for Jose Casabona and Angel. Oh, no, there it is. There's where it went. Jesus Christ. I need to remember where I put this stuff. Folks, until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/The Ravens Flock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/The Ravens Flock Online, Twitch.tv/The Ravens Flock Online, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/The Ravens Flock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens Flock. For Jose Casabona and Angel Mendez, I am Juan Arauz. You just got through watching the uncensored, uncompromising podcast of the Ravens Flock. This has been the Black Files, and we are out.